the tune of OPP. Minority by nature, no time for idle chitter chat and petty iteration. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Thursday again?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Thursday, brother. Beautiful Thursday.
You know, I'm be honest with you guys. I'm like so out of stuff to talk about with the Bears because it's just like we're in this like dead zone, this like holding zone that I look up again. It's Thursday. I'm like, shit, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about tonight. But that's what you guys are here for because you always make it fun, special. And that includes everyone in chat. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I can't believe you guys are actually here watching us again on another boring Thursday night of nothing going on football-wise for the Bears.
Hey,
Them
brother.
signing a bunch of players I don't know.
Hey, brother, it's not about the football talk. It's about the brotherhood.
Oh, PJ, thought we had nothing on the Bears. Good night, everybody.
See you later, guys.
I got nothing to do. I'm out. See ya.
If Carl actually let that go until the
I thought about it. I cannot explain to you how funny that would have been.
Oh man, for everyone that was here on Tuesday night when we were doing the card reveals and we just cut the show out because it was already going on 3 hours and PJ hopped in. We didn't want to go for 5. I really didn't think he was going to end the show, but he did. And we did give you bonus members content for another 40 minutes of the three of us
What,
talking.
no super chats?
Chad.
You gotta.
So you guys see firsthand how I get treated. But Chad Speaker, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, but PJ, you gotta agree because it was already late. We would have been on until 2 a.m.
Well,
Hey,
maybe not 2.
I'm making it up to you.
1:15.
159.
I'm going to make it up to you with this Gem Mint 10 Justin Fields rookie card, buddy.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. It's not in the mail yet?
I told you it was going to be.
What the hell, man? He said that like a couple days ago, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
You should have gotten it today.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The next day after
Don't.
the next day after the show that we did, that shouldn't have been 3 hours, and we actually ended up going almost 4 with the members content. I didn't start work until like 10 o'clock that day, 11 o'clock that day, and I had to work till 8 o'clock, and then I had to go to the doctor today, and I had to work till almost 8 o'clock again. So it's coming to you, buddy.
That's what they say all the time. It's in the mail.
Chad, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your
Yes, Chad. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate. Good to see everybody in chat. We got Minister Charles Johnson. We got Patty Laura, J2K, Armando Laura Jr.,
Tony Moy,
Cliff
Minister
Victoria,
Charles,
Mr. Mayhem,
Relentless Mikey Dark to Light.
Yeah,
That's a name.
what?
all right.
That's a new one.
Nice.
Yeah.
He changed his name. Oh no, who is that? Because he's a member.
Relentless Mikey's from Adam Mason's channel. He actually is a member because Adam gifted that subscription to
Thank you,
Relentless
Adam.
Mikey.
Well,
Cool.
thank you for. We hope you're enjoying the extra members content. Relentless Mikey. It's it's more of just hanging out with us because, as PJ said, it's like apparently you guys must like us because there's really nothing to talk about right now. Yet we're hanging out here having fun again on another Thursday.
Yeah, Sherry
And-
says that one more time. I'm taking him off the show.
I want to go hang out with like all these people in a club or something, man, and do some karaoke and darts or something, and just hang out for a day. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Or hang out the woods and barbecue and just bullshit. Something. Jason UK.
Hallelujah.
Oh,
What? No
see,
super chats?
Carl.
Carl.
That was a misfire, I promise, on anything. I'm actually going to delete it from StreamYard right now. And Shorty's going to be responsible for fixing it. PJ, my deepest apologies.
Jason, I owe you $10, man. What are you sending us $10 for,
What?
man?
No super chats?
UK Bears. Here's
Thank
another contribution towards your Caleb Williams card.
Ooh,
Listen.
that's 10 pounds, man. That's more than $10.
I've got 2 more boxes of these to open tonight. And I've got 2 more boxes of these to open tonight. I'm not going to really sit here and bore you with that, the entire show. I'm just going to open them as we go. And if I come across the card, Carl does have some cards to open, and I am really curious to see what you have. So you have got to do a reveal with your cards, but we'll get
After
into
the
that.
topic at hand.
We'll get into that later in the show.
We also got Romy, Duke, Rufus,
Patty, J2K, Tony Moy. Did we say Tony Moy? Trap Keeper?
yes, Trapper Keeper,
What I said, J2.
Atmos.
The Tuccini is going to be joining us in a little bit tonight as well again.
Puccini.
Erica Lagavin.
Erica is back.
Yes.
Awesome, man.
Yes, yes.
Erica and Patty are 2 resident females. I love it. We need to get more women on the show as guests.
And
More women Bears fans. Amphiaris is back. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
If I missed you, I apologize, but I'm just scrolling up and seeing what I see. And we like Erica and Patty being there. Not because you're women, but just because you're people and you're here.
Speak for yourself.
That's exactly what I said when my mic was muted. Speak for yourself, Paige. Sick of these guys sometimes. I'm joking.
No, I mean, listen, women that love the Bears enough to hang out with us is pretty freaking special. I think that's awesome. And it doesn't go without being noticed. So thank you. Heidi is another one. Heidi was here last week. Hopefully she's back again. What's up, Pig Vomit?
I was just going to say that. What's up, Pig Vomit?
Big vomit. Hey, Foster, why don't you tell us about your shirt today there, bud?
This week I'm sporting a Deep Purple shirt. I don't know if everybody's got to know at least one song from Deep Purple. Smoke on the Water. I mean, you've seen it in movies. It's been around for 60 years, so everybody's got to know that one. I don't care what you listen to. It's probably been in 30 or 40 movies. This is from, I don't remember what year this is from. I think 2018. It was a lot of the main core of the band that, did a final couple of tours. And I hadn't seen them in 40 years. So I had to go. Over 40 years. I had to go. Great. One of the best shows I've ever seen. I did not expect it because they were all so old. But a couple of those songs sounded like the very first time I put the 8-track in the player, because I had them I had like their first or second album on 8-track. I'm not kidding you. It's like 1972, dude.
Damn.
So, one of my favorite bands. They got a really lot of good music. J2K commented on the shirt. I'm sure somebody knows them. I bet Jason UK's probably got to know them. They've been around a long time, man. They go back to the 70s. So this is my weekly rock shirt.
I can't even imagine what it must have been like to go from albums to you can't listen to any of your music in the car to the glorious 8-track that came out for you to play in your car. It's like it'd be like inserting a VHS tape into your car today.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to hear what you wanted because it was all AM radio. There wasn't even rock music on FM radio back then. All the rock, the 2 rock stations in Chicago were on AM. That's it. That's all you had. I think there was one on FM in the mid 70s, but it didn't really transition till anybody in Chicagoland, a station by the name of The Loop came out in 1977. And then XRT was the only other one, but a lot of people didn't listen to XRT because they played everything, but they're a great station and they're still around to this day. Matter of fact, I think they just celebrated 55 years or 54 years on the air.
XRT.
Loop can only be seen, is only on a streaming service now. They're still around, but they went off the air in Chicago, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago already. And a lot of people cried because they were one of the best classic rock stations in Chicago for decades.
Speaking of, last time I was home, when Jason UK visited for the holidays, I kept hearing the song on the radio, and I never looked because XRT plays lots of new stuff and old stuff, and then they're good at promoting new music and stuff, and that's where I found a lot of my newer music when I lived there. And there was a song that they kept playing. I probably heard it 5 or 6 times in the 2 weeks I was there, and I'm kicking myself for not looking at the damn channel to see what the band's name was and what the song was, and I've been trying to find it, and I cannot find it, and it's driving me crazy because I really want to hear that song again.
I would tell you to hum a few bars, but every time you hum a few bars of a song, I have no freaking idea what the song is, and I usually know it. That's how bad you are at it. I'm serious. Absolutely. Romy's going, Foster, you remember Reel to Reel? I'm like, absolutely, dude. My dad had a big one in the basement. And he had all the big bands of the 40s and the 50s or 30s, 40s on. This monster thing with 2 reels on it. Click. Oh, I forgot about it until Romy brought it up, man.
Dante Purefoy is saying,
yeah,
I used to use album covers as dustpan.
Come on, man. That's where I get seated on my weed.
Did you use the outside of the cover, or did you like kind of prop it open a little bit to scoop it into the inside like a taco?
No, you don't open it up now.
Yeah, no, I just used it.
And then you put your album. Yeah, you put your album in and you screw it all up.
The ones you don't like, you could use them as dustpans and throw them, and then start flinging the record around the yard, trying to cut somebody's head off.
Is Dante Purify?
You know what had fun?
Is Dante Purify new?
Nice, Richard. He's got a 75 green Chrysler, New York, but that thing's a boat. It's a boat. It's a boat. It's longer than your truck, Dan. And it's just a car.
A 1975
monster car, dude.
Chrysler
New Yorker.
Let me look that up.
He's still got the 8-track player. I had a 76.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Can you pull up the picture of it? It's monster car, dude.
Yeah.
It's just monster. Those old cars, man. It was like being on a Jason goes, okay, Foster, what's this one? Dum 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 dum.
Foster, that's Smoke on the Water.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize it. I thought it was Shorty doing it.
One of these, huh?
Oh, it is Smoke on the Water. Dum 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 dum.
Oh, is that Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith?
Yeah, that's it. Shorty. Good night, everybody. I'm not continuing the conversation. The guy can't even get one song right.
We have got a bunch of new guys in here that I don't remember seeing before. Dante Purify, Roberto Hernandez saying, "You guys make my day after a hard day at work." That is great to know. I apologize if I don't remember seeing you in here before. Maybe you just have listened but never been in chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. James Weston, another one. Howdy, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
Who's this Brandon Duplessis guy? Never seen him before. Oh, wait. Was he on it? Oh, never mind.
Brandon Duplessis.
Sounds familiar. Might have talked to him once or twice even.
I think
But
what's
don't know.
funny is that Dan is actually struggling right now.
It's just Carl. You got to remember, it's just another
Perfect
day.
response. He says, "I've been on the show."
Just another day.
So that's Brandon Hyatt.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We nailed it.
Oh,
He doesn't.
Randy was on the show a couple of weeks back, dude.
Brandon from Chicago Sports. Or no, from
Four-star
Chicago Sports. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know your last name, Brandon. Thank you.
I fixed it. I fixed it,
There you
everyone.
go.
I fixed
Carl,
it, everyone.
Man, what do you think about pick 10, dude? What do you think we should do? I mean,
I got 24 picks, baby.
Ooh.
I apologize, Brandon. I didn't know that was your last name.
Shorty must have had a rough couple of days with not getting any sleep and stuff.
Dude, the projects at work have been pretty mind-boggling too. I tell you that. Like,
I don't like that, Romy. I don't like the taste of weed with tobacco. It's nasty. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
that's Chris Watts' favorite. He likes to roll up his doobies with cigarettes.
Trying to hide it because it's illegal, dude. That's a little bit different.
He likes to roll up his doobie with cigarettes and say he's addicted to weed.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the nicotine, Rolly.
Yeah, no, nothing to do with the nicotine.
Take the nicotine out. You might not be addicted to it.
Let's go, Brandon. Relentless Mikey says.
An Adam Mason viewer, if I've ever seen one.
That's right. He was on with Adam and Carl earlier, Mikey.
Who here is the first time in the chat? James Weston, is this your first time? Have you been in our chat before? Have you been recommended to us by someone, or have you watched and never been in chat? Or
I thought I've seen that name before.
Have you?
I could be wrong.
Richard LaFleur in relation to
Mike?
Yes,
I'm the dick
Isn't
of the
that
family.
Matt LaFleur?
Oh, Matt LaFleur. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thanks, James. He says, "Yep, not yet, just subbed, bro." Thank you, man.
So nobody caught that joke?
That guy's got to be good. I had muted it because I got dogs from the neighbors barking in my ears, man. So I didn't hear you, Pete.
He said, Richard LaFleur.
Yeah.
I said, yes, he's come kin to Mike. He's the dick of the family. Richard, Dick, get it? Never mind. That's all right.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
You shouldn't even have brought that back up, Pete. You should just let it go, dude. I'm sorry.
Now, that was a good one, actually, in the moment. It was a good one.
It went right over my head.
Well, I wonder why.
Freaking Cliff. Go ride your meatloaf home or something, man. I thought this was a bear show. I thought it was a bear show, question mark.
That's what I was saying, though. It's like, you guys, I have nothing to say about the Bears right now. I'm at a loss of words.
Are you crazy? What do you want to do with pick 10, dude?
Oh, that's right.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I'm serious.
You know what? I
silence. No answer.
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
Well, it depends who's there in my eyes. I mean, that's the big thing. Who's there and who's going to move around? And there's going to be a player thrown in those first 9 picks that nobody's looking at all. I just got to maybe what's the quarterback that I was trying to remember last week? Again, here we go. I should have looked it up. Start. There's going to be something that's going to change the complex. I just got a gut feeling. I agree, Tony. Tony says trade back and haul, and I'm like, yeah, but if somebody jumps, well, Abdul Carter, Chad Speaker says obviously, but we got to move up and give up too much to get him, I think, because we're going to have to move up. Who are we going to trade with? New England? I'm just saying. I'm sure there's a team there available to trade with to move up, but we still got so many holes that got to be filled, man. And it's not the major holes; it's quality depth, because we keep saying, "Oh yeah, I think we're good at depth," and we never are. We never are, except in the defensive backfield. It's about the only place we've been good, solid in depth, honestly. Go ahead.
I think that, to your point about the depth,
One quick. I don't mean to interrupt you, but really quickly, I don't think did we say hi to Chad? Thank you, Chad, for your super chat. I'm not sure if we actually said hi to you. And also, we got Rick Gonzalez just hopped in. What's up, Rick? Go ahead, guys.
Rickster. You think, Peach?
I'm just trying to figure out if this guy remembering anything.
No,
Because we specifically said hi to Chad, and we thank you for the super chat.
I know we
thanked him for the super chat, but did we say hi to him?
I did. I don't know about you, but I did. I know Peach said something too. I think we all said. Next question, Peach, because we're going to sit here and lose like 7 minutes talking about. Did we talk to Chad Speaker? Hey, Chad, did we say hi to you? Did you have a super chat? I don't remember.
Did you say hello to Tony Moy?
I had a really good idea. I was not going to do the show tonight and let you guys do it. That's what I'm doing. See you guys later.
Get the fuck out of here, Carl.
but to your
point,
on
here, man.
To your point, Foster, as far as the that part, I think that's what really helped Philadelphia to win. Yeah. Philadelphia had such great depth that it's like relentless pressure, just constantly, and that's what we need to get to.
Page, they had 6 rookies playing the Super Bowl, 6, and those are pieces. And Carter was a depth part in that defensive line, and Carl knows it better than I do. I can't even remember the names. And then even on the special teams, they had two guys on special teams that were key to their special teams all year. That's what they need to get into getting. Even if you want to draft and build both these lines, but those later picks, you've got to find depth at them. And I don't think Poles has done as good a job as I anticipated and I believed in the beginning. But we'll see, because he's got a different coach, and I think that Poles does work with his head coach, getting guys that he wants. I mean, that's kind of the way it appears to me now. I didn't realize it, but I'm looking at the last 3 years going, oh, yeah, you know what? That was probably an Eberflus influenced pick. And we know what happened with Velus Jones, that pick. That was a conversation with him and Fields about taking a receiver in the 3rd round. And they had it. He gave him his list and gave him a pick, a choice, but there was a list. I'd like to see what the rest of the list was, because like I keep saying, that pick, man, I was like, man, I really think could have traded back and got Romeo Dobbs, and I think he would have helped this offense.
Or Amon Ra.
Yeah. I mean, I just threw it out there as an example, because there's probably 50 guys over the last 3 drafts at certain spots that we could have got that are on starting or great depth pieces on other teams. So I still am like, who's going to be there at 10 is the question. And I was saying this, Beach, I think there's going to be a player in there that we didn't anticipate that should have been drafted a little farther back. But you know how some of these teams are. They see this guy, they want this guy. Screw it. They're just gonna go for it, because in their eyes, it's a guy that fits their system and that they can use immediately. It happens almost every year. It happens every year, different places in the draft, but I think there's going to be a guy thrown in there that we do not see in the top 10. Didn't it happen last year in the top 20 or 30 picks? I know it did. Year before? Maybe it was the year before. I mean, look at who the Lions were drafting. It's like they're taking them too early. Doesn't matter. They fit into their system and they played. So,
could I interject really quick? This is the 3rd or 4th time I've seen Erica ask about Mike Green. Goodbye.
Oh, we're going to do this again.
We already had Mike Green. Did he unretire?
Good night, Shorty. Mike Green, Marshall, 17 sacks last year in college. 17 sacks. He's on the light side. I asked this question, and I bet Erica, I don't know if Erica was on Adam's show earlier. I don't know. But
this guy. This guy. Did we already have Mike Green?
We had Mike Green, yeah, and we had Steve Pink too.
I was a big fan of Mike Green back in the day.
Who is Mike Green, bro?
Dude, are you sure you haven't taken any?
Yeah, Mike Green was a safety. He was like a running man with Mike Brown. Dan's not wrong.
Alzheimer's now.
Yeah.
Mike Green was Mike Brown?
I promise. They're
Mike Green
safeties.
was a
They're running
Chicago
mates.
Bear.
Pull it up.
He's right.
All right.
Pull it up.
All right. But Erica was asking about Mike
You can
Green.
get to it faster.
My question on Adam and Carl's show was, how does he translate to the NFL? Because he's a lighter guy. There, and I'll throw this out there, but I'm going to just throw it away for now. There's possibly some off-field issues with him.
32
I don't
and
know.
10.
I don't know if that's somebody you take at 10. I mean, I only Poles knows where Mike Green is on his board.
Right there, Page.
What number did he wear?
43.
Okay, now I'm beginning to vaguely
So
remember.
Eric, is that your answer? I mean, did you get your answer about Mike Green? We got him up on the screen for you. He hasn't played a decade or so. But
Wow. Okay.
wrong Mike Green, huh?
All right. My
I
apologies.
was getting Alzheimer's over here.
My apologies.
Well,
Okay,
I'll
what-
throw this up there because go ahead.
Before we make Tooch wait any longer, really quickly, I just want to get to a couple of questions in here. One of them has Vizzo Joe says, has anyone bought the new 2025 draft stage hat? I have not yet. Not sure I like it, but I kind of do. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Scrolls, what's up? Thanks for joining us. There was another question that I wanted to pull up here.
Like Shorty's doing that, I'll read this for Erica.
Oh, there we go.
No, never mind.
Bears need another one tech behind Billings. Need another offensive tackle to back up right. Yes. So guys, what's that good draft site for mocks? I don't want to sit here and
Did
do
they
a
not
mock.
send you a link in the private chat, man?
Oh, sorry, I didn't look. Okay, Pro Football Network. Okay,
Yes, dude.
Pro Football. I never look at the private chat.
Puccini in the house. So you
Telling
see,
you, he was so stupid. He was so unwise. He was like an unwise man.
my arm won't go all the way over to Shorty. No, I should be. I don't know if I'm pointing at me or Shorty. Never mind. For the unwise man, Craig.
ESPN.
So, does anybody else have anything to say about Mike Green? Because Erica asked. We didn't. I don't know,
Well,
Chad had a bunch of good
J2K
comments.
has some comments, and you might want to pick his brain on this. But I
That's-
thought there was two, one in high school and one in college. And I know he talked about it at the combine, but it's one of those situations where I wouldn't touch it if there's any truth to it whatsoever.
Yeah, I think Jake. There's a comment in there for some reason. Now I can't get to it, but I think J2K said he researched that issue with Mike Green, and there we go. J2K says I've researched Mike Green issues, and it was a false claim, and one that was dismissed. It was a false claim that was dismissed. So
no,
I
it's
don't know
two
if there's
different.
anything else, but what?
It's two different ones he's saying.
Okay.
He
Mike
says-
Green is clean. Not trying to make that rhyme. Well, but you did now, J2K. So forget it.
Okay, I guess that's the end of the show.
One was a false claim, and the other one was dismissed.
Mike Green said, and this is according to James Westman, I didn't do nothing. And he stated that at the combine. So, and I think Adam and Carl brought it up on their show, is they just dismissed it. And even when I had my comments, I don't know if he fits. I don't see us taking him at 10. And I want to know how he's going to translate to the NFL game, because he's a light guy. What does he weigh? 235? I kind of looked at him as I don't even remember. I shouldn't even say that because I don't remember. I looked at it and I kind of just glanced over him.
6'3", 251.
The guy, his college tape, and what he 17 sacks last year, I think. You've got to take a look at that when there's 17 sacks. I'm
32-inch arms.
That's it. But this who was it a couple years ago? Didn't the guy in Detroit have 32-inch arms? Did they draft it in the first round?
Who, Aiden?
Yeah. Didn't he have 32-inch arms?
I don't see him.
Isn't that different for a defensive end than it is for a tackle?
You still got to be able to hold the guy and get around him and make your moves.
King Buko, what's up, buddy?
Luka.
Both of them are defensive ends, Shorty.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I vaguely remember talk about his arm length when they drafted him. Well, they took him a little early, and his arm length could be a
Carl,
question.
can you pull that up, please? The arm length of Aiden Hutchinson.
I'm just going to do a mock draft on the side so I can see who's left, so I can figure out
Because those things are accurate.
Well,
they're helping my dumb ass right now.
if what do you do? What do you do at 10 if you're sitting there and you're like,
This guy.
you got Graham, Genty, and Campbell sitting there at 10. All of a sudden, all three of them. Because I only bring up those guys 32 and an eighth.
That eighth makes a difference, right, Peach?
Yeah,
No,
that's
really.
what she said.
Not really. I think it's more of the wingspan.
Depends on if it's length or girth, though.
I think it's more there's a wingspan. I mean, if your wingspan is short with those short arms, I mean, you can have short arms and a longer wingspan that can help you out, though.
John S. Is that help my dumb brain tonight, guys? Has John S. been in here before?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're probably gonna tell me he's been on every show for the last 3 months, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck happened to my brain?
Like 2 years, dude. No.
Hey, this is not an advertisement. This is an advertisement. This is why you should not use gummies.
So yeah.
I beg to differ.
Paige, it's you can't blame it on that. There's too many varying factors that are
I'm gonna
involved.
fucking take a gummy. Just
Shorty just got thrown off the wagon after first time this year. All right, Paige, you want to give me a sip? I'm just taking one now.
no, that's mushrooms. Let me get to the gummies. Oh look, I have a half of a 25 millimeter left over here.
I found
Man, stop playing. We gotta get Tooch on the doggone show, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Tucci?
Tuccino.
Shorty measures pot in millimeters rather than milligrams. I just learned that.
What's up, Tooch?
I had to.
He has no idea what
I
the
had to
Mexican
come
system
by.
is.
Was I here last week? Right.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come by and check and make sure you guys were okay after my visits.
Dan isn't. Dan is not.
We appreciate it. And
I
now
was
you
worried.
know.
Seriously, I was worried about PJ though. I think I worried him that we're going to take Ashton Jonty. You know, he's so worried. I was worried about him the whole week.
You know, in his defense, I think he may be the best running back in the draft. I'm just not trying to take a running back at 10. Not when it's so deep. Because I was watching some show where they
it is. It's very deep.
Yeah, they said we had. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of, I want to get to what Minister says here. She told me that an eighth of an inch mattered, and I said, "Well, get it hard then."
Oh, I was watching the show, and they were saying how deep this.
This is a Minister, by the way, guys.
I know that's why I'm going. What?
I love the Minister. Yeah,
he's a great guy.
Yeah. And I had to come by and see Carl. You know how much I love Carl.
What's up, Tooch? Go blue,
How are
Mr.
you?
Charles Johnson. I'm real good, Tooch.
I
like-
got
Carl or Hot Carls?
I'm wearing Duke color. I need Duke to win tonight. But
Dun, dun,
this
dun, dun.
is my peace, love, and Iowa shirt though, and I like Foster trimmed his beard.
Tooch, you know college basketball a lot better than me. Do Michigan even have a rat's ass chance against Auburn?
I think they do. I mean, look, Michigan has size, you know, and Auburn's prone to going cold. But I mean, Auburn's kind of getting hot at the right time, and their guards can shoot. You know, so I mean, Jedi Broom's going to get his down in the paint, but they do have some bodies they could throw at Broom. So I'm watching the game up here. Alabama just blowing out. They get to 120 points. I think they got to 120 points versus BYU tonight. Yeah. I liked the over in that game. I didn't play much. I just played Duke tonight. Duke is a phenomenal team this year. I don't see who on Arizona is going to guard Cooper Flag. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
The only time I won a tournament was when I was a freshman in high school when Duke played UNLV, and I did my first and probably one of my only brackets of my life. And just like I would do today if I did a bracket, I picked the college team that I liked the colors of. And they beat undefeated UNLV that hadn't lost a game in like 4 years, and nobody could believe I picked that team. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm even talking about. I just picked the colors I like.
Bama made the Elite. That's my first Elite 8 team is in Bama. I've got my bracket here.
Dude, you're gonna get pulled if you keep touching.
I love the way you guys are talking arm length, and that's all in the news today. Because if you weren't paying attention to the news, Will Campbell's arms grew by 3/8 of an inch today. I don't know how.
You want a stretching machine?
He's been stretching his arms to get that length. He's at the minimum though.
He pulled them out of their sockets.
Monkey bars, just hanging there, stretching those arms.
He's been hanging on the monkey bars all week.
But he has a short wingspan.
Yeah, he's got the short wingspan though. But I mean, I love. Look, this kid's been starting at left tackle at LSU since he was a true freshman.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he's there at 10, I think. I could see the Bears taking Will Campbell. One, because he's a good kid, he's a student of the game, and if it doesn't work out at left tackle, and I think you put him on this team, he might be the best left tackle on the team as a rookie. But if it doesn't work out for him with those short arms, you can always kick him inside to guard. So
Absolutely.
Joe Thuney's a free agent. I expect him to get extended. I mean, he's going to be 32. At the start of the season, but he's still playing at an elite level.
True.
I expect him to get extended by a year or two, and I think he'll be fine. They'll probably extend him 2 years, but it's really a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing a mock draft on the side here for myself to figure out who like I might, because to answer the question I couldn't answer earlier from Foster, who would I want at 10?
Mike Green, but not the Bears safety.
Right.
We're talking about the Marshall.
I just want to.
He played for Lovie Smith, Mike Green.
Yeah, I wanted to point out in this
2000 to 2005
in this mock draft that I have going on so far, Shedeur Sanders is going to Cleveland, and can I tell you how much that would tickle my fancy if he got drafted by the Browns? Because you guys remember last year, primetime bitching and moaning about Caleb going to the Bears, like as if he had any fucking say in it. And he's like, he's not going to play for the Bears. And then he goes, I'll never let my son play for a cold weather team. And I just laughed. I laughed inside and I said, please make this happen. If he goes to a cold weather team and the absolute dog shit team of the NFL, the Browns, if Shedeur Sanders goes there, I'm probably going to laugh for an entire show after that happens.
If he goes to the Browns, Dion will be coaching the Browns in a year or two.
I could see it. You're right.
Yeah. You guys, could you see the Bears taking Will Campbell at 10 if he's there? I don't know if he'll be there. I mean, I don't think so.
I don't expect him to be there, but that's why I posed the question. I said, what if there's, I can't remember what I said, the quarterback from Mississippi, Dart. I said, what if somebody grabs that guy way early? Because he shouldn't be going that early. But there's been little ramblings on the guy. And I use that as an example. I said, what if we get to 10 and you've got Genty, Graham, and Campbell all still there? I highly doubt it, but what if it happened?
I think the two quarterbacks will be gone before
Absolutely.
10. Yep. Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter will be gone. That's 4.
Absolutely.
The other players are kind of a mystery. I think Armin Membo and Ashton Jonty are probably gone by the time the Bears pick. And that'll be, look, people are like, well, Ashton Jonty didn't play, he didn't face any competition. He played in a weak conference. He didn't face good competition. I'll tell you one guy who the Bears drafted that didn't face a lot of hard competition, Walter Payton. went to Jackson State.
Yep.
No, she didn't.
Imagine if we didn't take Walter because he didn't face tough competition, right?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
But-
Speaking of that, Tooch, I just want to bring this up and I brought it up and nobody said anything about it. I brought it up 5 times and everybody ignores me and I don't care. There's a guy by the name of Herb Mulligan who plays at Jackson State right now. Broke a bunch of Walter Payton's records.
Is he in the draft?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Nice.
He's in the draft.
See,
A bunch.
these small schools, some of these
Broke-
players people don't know of.
Go look at his tape.
Irv
Broke a
Mulligan,
bunch.
huh?
Broke a few bunch of he broke his single season run. I think he had 1,300 something yards last year.
He's got a
in
great
12
name for
games.
golf.
And he's 5'8", 5'9", 5'11",
Yeah.
whatever they're gonna measure him at.
Jonty
the
is
same-
what, 5'8", 5'9"?
What's that?
How tall is Ashton Jonty? Genty.
I forgot.
5'8".
He's like 5'8", but he's like solid though, PJ.
So he broke all these records, and if you look at him and then you look at his build, because I was like, holy crap, this guy's the same build as Peyton, and he's playing at the same school. And I know the competition level ain't there.
Check him up. Yeah.
But if you go look at his tape, and he's projected possibly a 7th rounder, he might be a free agent.
Hmm.
So, but his build and his style and everything, when you watch, just go look at him. Somebody go look at him because
Got to pull
like
it up.
that's possibly a guy like Pacheco or somebody where you're going to get him late, and he can play right off the bat, in my opinion. And there's 2 or 3 other guys. There's only like 2 or 3 other guys that I've seen bring him up at all anywhere in the last 5
Can't find
weeks.
any info on him yet, but I'll find it.
I can get some. I'm just saying, that's they're the running back. God, there's so many running backs in this draft that I think can step in and be a number 2 for a lot of teams, all the way up and down this draft.
Yeah,
And it's actually Scroll's fault or whoever was pounding the table for Genty, because I was like, all right, if Genty's there at 10, he's great. But let me go look at all these other running backs and see what's there, because Devin, who's the guy? Devin Neal. Devin Neal might be in the 6th round, dude. Go look at that guy.
Yeah. I like Devin Neal. He's a coach's
this
son.
is-
He always makes the most out of what he does with the ball.
These were some moves, man. This guy's footwork is fantastic. PJ, I was going to ask you if he's sitting there at 10 and any other guys you have on your board are gone. Is he like? Are you going to be upset if we took him at 10?
Not upset, disappointed. I'm more of in the camp of getting a guy in the trenches at 10.
I agree, but if
I
it's not
would
the right
rather
guy,
trade down though. I would rather trade down.
Yep.
Because we have so many holes.
Who are the top 3 players in this draft?
definitely
Mason Graham is up there.
Abdul Carter,
Mason
Travis Hunter,
Abdul Carter, yeah.
and then you got to put Ashton Genty is top
Probably
3, top 4
Probably, yeah.
players in this draft. So if he makes it to 10, I can't see the Bears passing on a player of that caliber.
I can't either.
I mean, there's other players you could get in the draft. I would like Omarion Hampton or Quinshon Judkins. Caleb Johnson I'd be okay with, and Travion Henderson.
J2K, my buddy who I've known since I was 8, and this guy is he literally for the last 20 years has made his living off of doing other people's fantasy football. He would draft and run their teams for him, and then they would give him like 50% of the $10,000 earnings or whatever the big pool was. I mean, he is my go-to guy for all this stuff. And he told me that his dentist, this is for you, JTK, about Josh Simmons. His dentist's daughter went to Ohio State, and she is the tutor for the football team. And she said that Josh Simmons is the most immature dumbass she's ever dealt with in her 4 years there.
I know. There was like someone else said he's a F up, a coach or someone or scout. I mean,
So
there's a lot of smoke
high
out
on
there
Josh.
right now by people. As Greg Gabriel would say, it's all BS.
Yeah.
But it does make you go, because the guy or whatever, someone else said he didn't have the passion for the game.
Yeah.
But we don't know until they get the pads on and stuff. But
Well, that's
the thing with Josh Simmons is that we've only seen really like 6 good games. We don't know his personality. We watched a little. He didn't do anything at Ohio State's pro day, right?
that is a great poll, Carl.
Oh, Simmons.
Did
I
he
gotta
work
answer.
out?
I didn't even think of it. Someone else brought it up. I think it was PJ. Thank PJ, please.
Bench
Yeah.
333
So
reps.
He
Don't
just
get
did the
off, I
bench
gotta
press.
answer
Did he
that,
run?
I don't know if
You were
ran.
right.
Yeah,
Tooch.
'cause
Are you talking about
he's not
Josh
ready.
Simmons, Tooch? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Josh Simmons.
Let me get a video up real quick.
Tooch, when you were right, because it's Abdul Carter and somebody else brought it up in the chat. Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, and come on, Michigan.
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name.
I kind of like I
Man,
said. I
I
kind of
think-
like the other guy better. I think Kenneth Grant is going to be a beast. You know, another guy who I really like is Derek Harmon out of Oregon.
Tooch, this is this
Yeah.
is a clip of
Josh
Josh
Simmons.
Simmons.
All right, let's see it. Yeah,
Oh, did it
Not
lag?
talking Harmon.
I haven't seen this. I had to work today, so
Look at him bouncing. I mean, the knee looks fine, but
yeah.
it's very limited.
But does he know what 2 + 2 is? Because apparently, according to
Unbelievable
his
all
tutor.
timer from Shorty.
Don't care as long as he knows how to do what the coaches tell him to do and play the scheme. He can learn what 2 + 2 is later.
The Kenneth Grant in the middle I like too. I mean, Mason Graham reminds me a lot of Tim Crumry of the Bengals. I don't know if you remember him. Broke his leg in the Super Bowl when I was in college.
2 things.
Grant?
One observation. Steve Rogers, thanks for joining us. And Alex is my name-o. Thanks for joining us.
Alex is my name-o was just ripping me to shreds in Adam Mason's chat earlier. So nice to
Man,
see
I
you over
love
here, buddy.
Alex.
I don't know.
I love Alex.
I'm on Carl's side on that one. I'm like Christopher. I gotta have more Carl. I'm like Christopher Walken.
We need more Carl.
I gotta have more Carl.
You know,
More cowbell?
I gotta tell you,
Carl.
everything's going really nice over here, but I just gotta say, we need more Carl.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Okay.
Did you see the poll, TJ?
Does PJ, do you know who Derek Harmon is, the defensive tackle out of Oregon? He used to play. He played on Michigan State. This guy, he reminds me of Chris Jones on the Chiefs. Chris Jones is a guy I wanted the Bears to take, and he made quite a name for himself on the Chiefs. I mean, he's just a load for other teams to handle.
But seeing as though we have Dexter, would you still want that guy?
Yeah, I mean, we need another player in the Bears defensive line rotation. I think that much is. I think people agree with that. A lot of people agree with that. You know, I like that guy. We had the big nose tackle we signed off Green Bay's practice squad, Jonathan Ford, but I don't see him on the Bears roster. Yeah. So I would love to have him back because I was watching a game. He hit somebody, and man, it was loud, like a thunderclap. Man, kaboom! You know, I'm like, damn, who the hell was that? Who the hell is making that noise? You know, that's.
I'm wanting more of a run stuffer.
Yeah, he's like a run stuffer. Yeah.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, Ford was like 6'5", 340.
Yeah.
Yeah, big guy.
Because I know Javon, he's more of a 3 technique, so that's why I'm wondering if we get another guy 3 technique plus Jared already.
Now, a lot of people thought Javon was going to play the nose and Zach Picken would play 3 ticket. They ended up switching that around. I don't know if that worked out. If someone says Ford is re-signed as a future reserve, I don't see him on the Bears website. But I mean, I'm happy if that's true, you know, because I thought that guy had some.
Yeah, he did resign as a future reserve.
Okay.
I'm with PZ. I wouldn't mind even if we traded back and took Grant in that first round, man.
Yeah, I think Grant is the first round pick.
He's going to be your starting 1 tech, and then you're gonna use Billings to rest him. Yep. So I think that's
Emmett Billings. He'll play behind Billings. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to start with, he's gonna, but in the long run, he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be the lead guy, in my opinion, because it would just solidify that defense. I mean, we all know what happened after Billings was gone. How we just couldn't stop the run, man. We could not stop the run when Billings got hurt. I mean, we were having trouble as it is.
Couldn't stop
but once he went down, there was nothing. I mean, it was just, and then what is Pickens this year? What is Pickens going to be this year? Because we haven't even really seen him play with the injuries and everything. What's up, Carl? Come on back.
No, you asked what's up with Pickens. I said cut.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Ryan Poles loves his draft bus. He didn't get rid of Dominique Robinson is still on the team.
Yeah. But that's a little different because Dominic Robinson was not always he didn't become a pass rusher defensive end until late in the game.
Yeah, no, I know.
He
played in the MAC.
Yeah, I kind of understanding wanting to give him a little more time because so this and he was injured, so he missed a bunch of time too last year, didn't he? Wasn't it last year, or maybe they were just?
He was injured. He had like an ankle or foot injury this year.
So
they held him back a little bit, but
I'm of the belief that we need a defensive tackle, a defensive end, an offensive guard, not as high, and an offensive tackle. So that's where I'm at with the trenches. I think we need to address trenches, and seeing as though the running back class is deep, that's why I would say I'm not trying to spend a 10th on a running back. We even need another tight end. Not that I'm saying take one in the first, but there's so many positions that we need. I'm so in favor of trading back, if possible, getting more picks where we can address the trenches.
Yeah, we're 3 deep at tight end. I mean, I know they're going to take one. I don't know if it's going to be early.
What do you mean we're 3 deep at tight end?
Was it Adam Mason I saw pick a tight end in one of his mocks?
Cole Kmet, Durham Smythe, and Stephen Carlson.
Well, Stephen Carlson is destined for the practice squad.
So we're 2 deep. But
I've been picking a tight end in a lot of my mocks.
And Durham Smythe is what's going on here, Shorty? I'm invested in what Shorty's doing.
Whoa.
Luke Lachey out of Iowa is a tight end that we can get late, and he will come in and be a great blocking tight end and contribute on special teams immediately, in my opinion. And other guys have said the same thing.
Shorty.
I've seen it go around after the last couple of weeks.
Those cards.
No glove, no love. What are you doing?
I just got an all-pro Randy White autographed card.
Yeah.
Shame it's not Reggie White.
Randy White's a Hall of Famer and was, I don't know how.
Randy White's a Hall of Famer too.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's got 1 or 2 Super Bowls under his belt. I think he's got 2.
New chat poll: who's better, Randy White or Reggie White?
Reggie White,
easily.
Reggie White was so incredible, dude.
Wow,
he would
take one club, just like club a guy, and the guy would go flying, man. It was like superpower. Boom.
I don't know how this popped up so fast, Tooch. I had the thought earlier. I don't know. I think I talked about it earlier this week or last week. I said that Aaron Donald was the best player that I've ever been able to watch football in my lifetime. I'm 30 years old. Is Aaron Donald arguably the best defensive player ever? It's up there with Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White, right?
I mean, Aaron Donald's a hell of a player. And Lawrence Taylor,
that's number 1. He's number 1 to me.
Yeah, Reggie White and Lawrence Taylor are my top 2 defensive players of all time, I think.
I'm going to throw Dick Butkus as my number 2. I'm sorry.
Butkus got to be up there. Yeah,
he affected the game. And Ed O'Bradovich made a great statement a long time ago. He goes, Dick Butkus, if you ask him to run 100 yards, it would take him all fucking week. But 20 yards this way, 20 yards that way, 20 yards back, you can't touch him. You cannot touch the guy. You know how many interceptions Dick Butkus has?
He had quite a few.
He had quite a few interceptions for a middle linebacker. And go back and you watch some of his footage. The guy snags the ball right in front of the tight end and then points at him and mocking him. He's mocking him while he's taking the ball and returning. And not once. There's probably 10 videos of him doing that to different guys just going, yeah, fuck you. And he's running the other way with their ball that they thought they were going to catch. But he's slow. He was slow as shit. Yeah. But you go back and you look at the film, and Ed O'Bradovich was right because sideline to sideline and 15 or 20 yards either way, nobody could touch him on the field. Nobody.
Yeah, J2K's got Derek Thomas. That's
another one, dude.
left the game far too early.
So did Butkus.
And Buckus too. Yep.
In the last 2 years, he played with one knee, and he was still out there. Ant Muss. All right, he's agreeing. All right, good night, everybody. I got one agreement. I'm done for the day. It'll never happen again. No.
Yeah. I don't think Campbell or Genty will be there at 10 for the Bears, and I don't know if I'm keen on them trading up to get either of those guys. So if the Bears are letting the game come to them at 10. Some of the players I don't mind at 10. I mean, at that point, you're looking to trade back. Without Genty or Campbell, you're looking to trade back.
According to this mock draft that I have going on in the background here, I would be trading back because there's nobody left. The next best is, I can't even pronounce his name, wide receiver.
Teteroa McMillan. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a player too. He rubbed people the wrong way when he said, I don't watch film. I don't like watching film. I watch enough film in the wide receivers room. I think people would be surprised to know exactly how a lot of players don't like watching film. A lot of pro players. And maybe that's what separates the great ones from the good ones is their ability to digest the film and translate to the field, the football IQ.
Caleb Williams is in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious how I can get through 400 fucking cards and not get a single Caleb Williams yet.
Sure, he's got 2 sets of cards minus 2 Caleb Williams, man.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm opening cards is because I want to go old school and open up my Caleb Williams sought after rookie card with my own hands and not have to buy it. And I want it to be real. And not one fucking single Caleb Williams card yet. I've got every single Jaden Daniels, every single Bo Nix, every single Drake May, every single whoever the other fucking quarterback was. Not one Caleb Williams.
Would you like to stroke my pussy, darling?
Darling.
It's it's because you're a Bears fan.
That's what I told him too. I said you want.
No, I said that.
No,
I said he had a digital footprint. He's buying everything online. Imagine he could just walk into the store. They couldn't track him. They got him by the balls.
Well, what I said last week, Carl, was I said, dude, if you want a Caleb Williams, I'll send a shipment to people I know in Green Bay, and you'll get one.
Yeah,
because it'll be going to Green Bay. Then you'll get it.
Route it through Green Bay.
Yep.
I've already spit on a bunch of Green Bay cards and ripped them to shreds.
He did on the air.
How? I mean, I could see the Bears trading back and taking O'Marion Hampton in the first round.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just all over wanting trenches or trading back. I mean, trading back is where I'm at because we need help.
I could see the Bears staying at 10 and taking a pass rusher like James Pierce or Michael Williams. Yeah,
that's possible too.
I know that he doesn't fit the system. I think you put some weight on James Pierce and give him a couple of years. Excuse me.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
J2K just brought up what I was going to bring up was Michael Williams because he's another one that you can get that would be able to shouldn't have a problem getting.
I tell you, I like Derek. I like Derek Harmon. I like Derek Harmon too, man. That dude's a good ball player. He's got the Chris Jones type. You
like him better than Walter Nolan?
Yes.
Nolan's young. I mean, he's got a lot of potential, but yeah, I would take Derek Harmon right now over Nolan.
What about Kenneth Grant?
Nolan's raw.
I love Kenneth Grant, but they're two different flavors, because Grant is a big man. He is 6'3", 350. He ran a 4.8 40. At 350 pounds.
Nice.
That's why starting last week I was.
That would be like my fat ass running a 4.4. You know,
Only if every second was two, Tooch.
yeah.
If they're gonna go throwing a Luke Kuechly or a Jason Sehorn card in here, why not just make it a rookie card?
Look at the size
Right.
of this guy. 6'4", 331.
Shorty's got to go. And this is who I the last couple of weeks, man. After looking at everything, that's who I'm inclined to, that I want.
Stick and pick.
Because he's gonna change everybody on that defensive line just by having him in there.
I know.
And I still think he might be the starter over Billings today.
Foster said there's surprises in this draft to players that people are going to pick right out of left field. I think Kenneth Grant probably is someone might take in the top 15 or top 20. And then another guy is Nick Emanwari, the safety from South Carolina, who's just a freak. He's like a unicorn as well, you know. He's like 6'3", 225, 230, and plays safety. You know, I could imagine Dennis Allen using this guy all over the field, you know.
Tooch, can I put a really terrible thought into your brain and the brain of everyone else?
Yeah, of course.
Nick Amanwari playing defense for the Minnesota Vikings.
Ouch.
Brian Flores.
No, please, no more. Yes, that's something Brian Flores and them would do. I agree that if he's there when the Vikings pick at 24, if he's there, I guarantee the Vikings will take him. That's the type of the big safety from South Carolina.
Hey, TCJ Global, how you doing, man?
Yeah, Emanwari is a beast. He's just like a freak of nature. You know, 4.4 speed, 6'3". He's got length. Could roam. He'll crush somebody over the middle, intercept, sideline to sideline, tackling. You know, it's like having Urlacher out there. You know. Yep.
Or Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, this guy's a beast.
According to the card I just got.
PJ, you remember some of those bigger safeties in the 80s, like David Fulcher on Cincinnati and Dennis Smith on the Broncos?
Yeah.
Those guys were about the same size as Emanwari. Those guys played for a long time, and they were both in the Hall of Fame. Dennis Smith is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about Fulcher.
But if you look at what's the guy we got, Brisker? He's a bigger safety.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy. He's like 6'2", 210, 215,
yeah,
220.
he's like getting concussions.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you guys seen what he did on Twitter today?
The thing that would piss folks off is like, God damn it, Pole's taking another safety as a top pick, you know? But I mean, in this place, it wouldn't be bad, you know, because the dude might be a star.
And we don't have a safety under contract next year. Am I correct?
Correct.
So I mean, I was going to bring that factor up, and
I know.
Couldn't he possibly? J2K had it in there. People are talking about that he could play linebacker, just like when Urlacher changed from. So you know,
guys. I want to pause for a second as I just get more and more enraged that I'm getting a fucking Phil Sims card and a Bob Greasy card, and I want
Bob Greasy, man. He's on that undefeated team, dude. You talk about the ultimate game manager who could do other things. Bob Greasy's one of them.
So I want to take a pause just to have a little commercial break here to promote some of BCP's favorite other additional podcasters who are friends of our family, and I just want to promote those guys. So Carl, go ahead and run a couple of clips while I get all pissed off here.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
And
I'm
that
confirmed biggest Josh Blackwell meat
nice.
writer
Well done,
on
J2K.
this ecosystem here.
and that was the luck that I needed.
Get
Yeah.
out of here.
There it is.
Hey. There
Did that
you go.
that package come from Green Bay?
Wow, it actually exists. I can't believe it. I can't
And
believe
you
it.
ruined it. You didn't wear your gloves, so now it's worthless.
Yeah.
It's going to grade as like a 7. It's not going to be worth anything.
Yep.
That acid finger oil.
Gonna start deteriorating.
Uh,
It'll definitely be starting to deteriorate in about 20 years, I guarantee
Yep.
it.
Yep. No good. Yep.
Thank God, because I was about to lose my shit in public.
Wait. There's green behind it, no? Is this the top of the card, or what is this? Did you already open the pack?
Yeah. Oh.
Don't damage it. Oh, okay. Wait a
Yep.
second. Who has that? Hassan Haskins?
Come out,
boo.
89 of 199.
Yeah, J2K's was a busy guy there doing all that work on those promos.
Yeah, he was. We can go back to the normal layout here, Carl. I'm elated.
Pull shorty, make it easy on us, will you?
There's only one.
He listened to me.
Get out of there.
No, Shorty's been broken.
I have on gloves.
Shorty just break.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
he did.
Foster, you beat me to it.
Yeah, you get me most of the time, anyways, because you're younger. I'm old.
Spencer Rattler, yay. Yeah, you're right. I should put the gloves on, shouldn't I?
It's too late. It's like you bust your nut. You're like, oh, I'll put the condom on.
Sorry, Dan, she's already pregnant.
Or if you're going to keep on following around with it, yeah, you do need to put on the gloves.
I've got like 500, almost 600 more cards to open. So
Hey, make sure you have your gloves on just in case you come across it again.
I got the top loaders coming this week in TC.
Save it. We'll do it. We'll do another thing whenever you want. You can just open and we'll do a show on the air for the rest of them, dude, like we did the other night.
James Weston with the comment of the night. What kind of show is this?
Absolutely. I don't even know how to answer that question for you, James.
I don't either. It's whatever you want it to be, buddy.
Yeah.
No plan B for playing cards.
You bullied him into putting the gloves on. This chat is fucking amazing.
First you bullied me into taking him off. Now you bully me into putting him back on.
That's it.
John says, put the card in your bike smoke, dude. There'll be more.
Hey, what you do?
Jason UK, because I've been trying to figure that out for 3 years. What kind of show this is? It says Bears. It says Bears, but I don't know, man.
When I was a kid, those packs used to have like a hard pink brick of bubble gum in them. You remember that?
Absolutely.
You'd like break it like China.
The worst gum ever.
They used to make that gum in my hometown too. Amaral in Naperville.
Jeez.
Plastic coated gum. It was like you could either chew it or make a candle out of it.
Yep. And they used to make these other ones. We used to we used to ride our bikes up there and look in the dumpster for the ones they threw away, like packs or whatever. And they used to have these little record album covers with a brown piece of gum in it called Chew Bops. I used to have all the records, you get like an album, like AC/DC album with the bubble gum in the middle.
They'd sell the album with bubble gum?
Yeah, they were album covers, and there's a disc. The record inside was bubble gum, and then you keep the little, the album. I used to have a ton of them. I don't know where they are anymore, but They were called
That's
Chew
nice,
Bops.
Carl.
CHU-BOPS. Chew Bops.
I bought a box of like 89, 90 baseball cards from like an antique store, all unopened, and it had the gum in there, and I ate a couple of them. Bad idea.
Do you remember those, Foster? Chew Bops? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
The little albums.
It's a little after because I'm a little older than you, but
You're older, yeah.
them.
Yep.
I remember them.
Yeah.
You're just a little older than me, right, Tooch? Did we say
57 this summer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I thought you were even a little younger than that. We're real close, dude. I'm 59
Yeah.
times
You're gonna
700.
be 60 this year?
Nah, that'll be
Nah.
next year, man.
To like the 59th exponent, right?
Yes,
You're the 59th digit.
Foster's clock only goes to 59. It's every year 59, 59, 59, 59.
It's my 10th annual 59th. Yeah, I was gonna say, chat be nice, man. We don't need to get into this stuff. We're all here just chilling and having a good time, hopefully.
Well, we're trying to. If we can get more Caleb Williams cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I got another question because let me ask everybody this question. Chat, all of you guys. Who's going to be the best deal that a team got in free agent? Who's the guy that is the steal of the entire free agency? I'm just curious because my answer is Jack Sanborn for Dallas.
I think Odengbro has a chance to be the steal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of untapped potential there. That's a big guy, too. 6'6", 286.
Well,
shit. Two more options. I'll make a poll. I got Jack Sanborn and I got Mailman. What do you got, PJ? Who do you think's the best free agent value?
Wait.
Value?
That was Foster's question. Yeah.
Yeah. I just missed the first name you said because I was reading Steve Rogers' chat. 59 years old with 5 years of experience.
I did, Atmos. I did, Atmos. Where'd it go? I got a Caleb Williams on the last second to last box.
Oh crap!
Chat's saying Joe Tooney. I mean, does that fit the mold for your question, Foster? Is Tooney
because it was
valuable?
It was free agency period. I didn't.
This is just a free agent signing.
We traded for Tooney though. We traded for him.
Here,
that's why
I mean,
said you can't include Tooney.
Do you want me to throw this option out there because I was dead wrong? Maybe I should put my face in the camera while I.
You got another one, huh? Another.
No, I'm just showing Atmos.
The player that I thought was going to get a lot more money in free agency, and he got quite the opposite, was Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah.
Tevin Jenkins signed for $3 million.
Yep.
That's it.
That's so they could cut him if you don't make the team. They don't like it. It doesn't work out.
But watch, because Alex is my name-o said this, and this would not surprise me at all. Tevin Jenkins, if he is magically healthy for the Browns, 1 year at $3 million. But that's a good answer too.
Matt Pryor just signed with somebody, I think. I don't remember who.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I'm sure, is a vet minimum deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good option for the poll, but like again, for Foster's exact question, I've got Jack Sanborn, Mailman, and Tevin Jenkins. And anyone else that comes to your mind, Foster?
Pryor's going to be a backup, right? In Philly?
I don't know about that. If he was a direct replacement for Mekhi Becton, I might be dead wrong, but
James Daniels.
I think that's an emergency signing.
Do we want to go with James Daniels?
They'll try and replace Becton, but
I'll take Drew Dahlman.
We certainly
is
know
that a
what
value signing though.
We certainly know what Pryor can do with guard.
In 3 years, it'll look a lot better than it looks now.
He's the second highest paid center in the NFL currently. I mean, I can put that on the option. It's Foster's question. I kind of want Foster to specify the fourth option.
It's the
you want to do other?
The fourth
Let's do other. Let's do other.
That absolutely should be other because
live poll is live.
Odengbro got a lot of money too.
Any free agent, nobody that was traded, they've got to be a free agent that was signed prior to this broadcast. Who's going to be the steal of free agency?
if other doesn't win, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. It's just too specific of a question. It feels like Foster, but
the Panthers made a lot of nice signings.
My question didn't have any. I just gave my answer. Like I said, it's others should win because you should have everybody else. But then I want to see who their names in the thing. Like J2K's got James Daniels in Buffalo. Joey Bosa at $12 million could be a steal. He could be if he stays healthy and can play more than 2 games.
I'm not wrong.
I'm just, it was just a question that we were talking about it on some other show. I brought it up in the chat, and then out of the box entertainment, man. There's a podcast, and they've got like a bunch of shows. They've got the Raiders and the Eagles and the Cowboys, and they've got a wrestling show. Paul Spencer, man, out of the box entertainment. They've got a lot of good shows on. They're another one. They've got shows every day almost, man. And we just started discussing it, and a bunch of names come up, and I said Jack Sanborn, and everybody went, "Ooh, that could be if he ends up starting now that he's back with Flus, because Flus knows exactly what he's got with him." And I'm just saying. And they did.
I love Cliff Victoria. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Cliff, except for his wife and his daughters.
See,
it's ironic. You know what that feels like.
PJ, to answer your question earlier in the pre-show, this is exactly the same pack that I opened already 3 times. I see it immediately when I see Sam Laporta. The next card is Neil Anderson.
Oh.
The next card is Jim Everett. The next card is Christian Okoye. And they're like literally in the same fucking order.
So
that is called a print run.
It's the run that they run them in and cut them up in, and they're all packaged like that, dude.
Who was the first card in your Caleb Williams stack?
What do you mean?
The first card when you opened it. What was the first card you saw?
Is he still putting the cards back in the packs?
I don't have anywhere to put them yet. I don't have the sleeves yet, and I don't have a box for them. What I'm going to do is put them on my desk all stacked.
That's what I would do. Yeah, I'd make like a wallpaper out of them. I'd tape them to the wall. Put that Caleb Williams in the middle. Use some sticky tape, some duct tape.
Frank Gore Jr. was the first card.
There's tons of answers in the chat. I'm going to throw out another guy, and he was a free agent signing, and he signed for way more than I thought. Tutu Atwell's another guy that I'm going to throw in there.
Yeah, but is that value at $10 million a year?
When you're getting a guy who's played all 4 wide receiver positions in the last 2 seasons and can play any spot on that field in the wide receiver position and can play it effectively at $10 million a season.
If Chase is making $40 million a year, Tutu Atwell at 1/4 the cost is probably fine.
I'm just throwing out.
The Bears were supposed to sign EJ Speed. You guys know the Colts linebacker EJ Speed. That never came through though. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting until after the draft.
Yeah.
To sign another linebacker.
I get your comment.
I think Dale. I don't know if I would consider that a value signing. What is it? 16 million per
for Odengbo? Yeah, he got a lot.
What if he gets more sacks than millions?
It's really
of dollars
a 2-year. It's really a 2-year deal, but
I think they have it out after the 1 year.
And then they could free up some cap money, the Bears, if they extend Joe Thuney and rework Montez Sweat's deal.
I think they're going to do that right after the draft. Watch.
Yeah, and then
it would make sense, wouldn't it?
They're probably working on Thuney's right now.
I would have thought they already had that in the bag before they made that trade.
I would. That's what I said, Pete. He already knows he's going to have a year or 2 extension on that deal. It's probably like Tuch was saying, it's going to be a 2-year extension, so they can do what they got to do with the money.
Yep.
And there's going to be an opt out. There's going to be a way out for that 3rd year, just because we might even draft his replacement this year.
Yep.
I'm just it would make sense to me to draft replacements for probably just. I wouldn't be surprised if they picked up 2 offensive guards in this draft.
That would be the way I would think you would go.
What are some of the players that you guys are happy with at 10 if they can't trade down?
According to this
Pulling out
mock
my
draft
list.
right now, I haven't even picked in the first round yet.
No. There ain't much left, right?
I am confirmed biggest Josh Blackwell meat writer on this ecosystem here.
I would put Josh Blackwell back into the draft and draft him there.
At first overall after you trade up for him.
At 10. There's people in the barroom chat room who would draft Tyson Bagent at 10 overall.
I'm ending the show unironically.
The Bagent stands. They think Bagent should start over Caleb.
Shorty.
You know, 18 seconds of that is way too long. Somebody actually said that in the bar room?
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
Don't you watch what the chat says out there?
Was it Chris Foster?
No. I don't know. There's been a few there's a few Bagent stands out there, you know. Thank you, Jason.
I love Bagent, but as trade bait right now.
Yeah.
Hey, me and J2K actually agree on something. Holy shit. I mean, I got called the R word today on Twitter because I called Tyler Warren a gadget tight end too, and that's what he would be if the Bears drafted him at 10. Am I wrong?
I don't know, man. There's some people who think he's better than Brock Bowers.
That's hearsay. Colson Loveland is the comparable player to Brock Bowers. I think that Tyler Warren, all of his trick plays and shit come from him playing Wildcat and whatnot. I mean, Ben Johnson can take full advantage of him.
He's still a hell of a player. He can run for 256 pounds. That guy's got some wheels.
He's a good player. I like what J2K is saying here.
Who's the top two above him then? Loveland and who else?
I know J2K is big on Harold Fannin guy. Yeah. You've got Arroyo. Yeah. You've got the
Harold Fannin.
Joy Taylor's nephew.
It's Jason Taylor's.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, Mason Taylor.
I just want to make you guys all aware. When you see that look on PJ's face, it means he's not talking enough.
No, I'm actually reading the chat.
Though, Mason Taylor's smooth.
Read the super chat, Pete.
Chicago Sports Podcast. Another great show, fellas. Appreciate
you. No super chats?
Man. Thank you.
Is that Atmos from Chicago Sports Podcast?
Good night, everybody. We got to go get Shorty to the hospital.
Thank you, CSP.
Or psychiatrist, one of the two.
Soon to be a mental ward when I open up every single fucking box of these paninis and look at a single Caleb.
I knew we shouldn't have let him do this way.
But you've got one.
Let's pull up a mount, man.
That's tops. I've opened up 15 times more cards.
Wait, what panini? Oh, score that garbage. Imagine if you had a quality product on the screen like Prism. Unbelievable.
I thought I had it here, but that's a really awesome. It's an awesome Roma Doomsday.
God damn.
But that should have been Caleb Williams.
Carl, 3-round mock.
Hold on. I'm looking up something more important than a mock draft. Give me a second, fellas.
I actually just pulled the mock up and I let it go to 9. So
let me finish mine here.
Well, I'm not doing it. I just was going to ask a question.
Who would you take here? You got Cam Ward. It goes Cam Ward, Shadur Sanders, Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty.
Just show us who's available at 10 instead of showing us that.
Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, Tyler Warren, Jahdae Barron, Will Campbell. We're sitting there at 10.
Well,
the choice is clear. There's two of them. The choice is clear.
Is there any trade back options?
No.
Why do you want to trade back, though? Or do you not have conviction about any of these players?
I need more picks.
You always do, but do you have any conviction about any of these?
Nobody's offering a trade, no. Everyone else feels the same.
I thought they said trade. I thought they got 3 trade options.
Yeah, it says trade offer.
Oh, okay.
Offer trade. That's you offering another team a trade.
Okay.
No, there's 2 trade offers up there, Shorty. Right there, over one. There's 2 trade offers right up there. Yeah. Where it says trade and the number 2, those are your offers.
Right here?
Yeah, click on
No,
it.
it says 3, and I click on it, and it says offer trade.
Okay, so you can offer a trade.
Yeah, you can offer them. But what are the trades that are being offered to you? Well,
no, it wants me to.
Those are the 3 teams that are willing to trade with him. It doesn't give you an offer.
But they're not offering me a trade, so I'm not.
That one doesn't work like that, I don't think. They're willing to trade with you, and you've got to design the trade that works with them.
So who would it be here? Would it be? It wouldn't be Omari and Hampton at 10, would it? Would it have to be like either Kenneth Grant or James Pierce, right?
And Sirius said Grant.
This is like my question. Which of the guys here that you would be happy with the Bears taking at 10?
I'm taking Malachi Starks.
For me, it would be James Pierce. All right. Is she getting drafted at 10?
Joy Taylor.
Absolutely, she is.
J2K is James Pierce.
Joy Taylor.
James Pierce, I'd be happy with. Kenneth Grant, I would be okay with.
Shamar Stewart.
John S says he's taking Banks. James Winston says
which one? Kelvin Banks?
Yeah, Kelvin Banks. Drake T says Kenneth Grant.
Michael Williams, is he still there?
Yeah.
I'd be all right with him. Michael Williams, James Pierce, Kenneth Grant.
At 10, though?
Yeah.
James Pierce at 10, maybe.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Grant be the best? I'm sorry. Kenneth Grant, wouldn't he be the best?
Eric Harper says Membo or Pierce.
Is Membo still available?
Yes.
According to that draft list, he's got to be available because he wasn't drafted in the first 9.
All right.
Michael Williams is still there.
Compile a top 4, and I'll make a poll.
Mike Green is interesting. Will Johnson is interesting.
I mean, Will Johnson's like arguably a top 5 player. I mean, the Bears just don't need him.
If that actually happens, I'm going to find a way to trade back.
Does Will Johnson beat out Tyreek Stevenson, though, Carl?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Because somebody's going to want who's the guy missing? He's like, go down, scroll down on this right here.
Will Johnson is a lockdown corner.
Somebody will move up to get him, right? Somebody would want him.
Yep.
You'd think that like those teams, like those fringe teams in the AFC that need to like keep up with the arms race, like the Bengals keep coming to my mind. They trade for Will Johnson at 10.
AFC West. Not even that anymore. I'm forgetting.
The Chargers move up to replace Asante Samuel Jr. for Will Johnson. I don't know about that.
Where did he go?
Asante Samuel Jr. is unsigned, PJ. It's crazy.
Yikes.
What just happened? Did something crazy happen?
No, I'm just getting sick of not opening any Caleb Williams card with these paninis.
Well, stop opening the cards and host your show. You go back to the cards later.
What an all-timer, Foster. Oh my god.
I would love to host the show, but you two fuckers are talking over each other more than anyone else can get words in.
That's it. I'm fucking muting myself. I'm on mute now, brother. That's it. I ain't speaking shit unless you ask me a damn question. What do you think of that?
It's time for PJ to talk. I want to hear more PJ.
I'm actually looking. PJ? I'm looking at the mock here, and I mean, I know there's no trade offers, but that's Carl. You got that poll up yet? Because I'm wondering what the chat thinking or what they're going to vote on here. Because
that's what I'm trying to decipher.
I see a lot of people saying Grant.
Okay, so let's do Kenneth Grant. And then do we want to put Will Johnson? Do we want to put Will Johnson as an option here?
I haven't seen nobody say Will Johnson.
All right, let's leave him out. Let's leave him out.
That's what makes me want to trade back in real life. If he's there and you're not, and the Bears aren't taking him, wouldn't you look for somebody to trade with?
John, no, this is definitely not my channel. Sorry. I don't know if that's a rude comment to me, but just to clarify.
I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Carl, is this still your channel?
I know, it's craziness.
I see people saying Grant, James Pierce, who else? Banks. Those are the three so far. Top three, I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a
STC
Michael Williams.
says we always
How do
seem
you
to win when a
spell
team
Banks'
mixes
name?
one.
Is it Calvin with a K or a C? Like, I have no idea.
I think isn't it Kelvin?
Kelvin, Kel. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
like the heat measurement. 2,000 degrees Kelvin.
Wow,
Yeah.
teams remember some schooling.
Okay. We've got no offensive linemen on here. Are we throwing Josh Simmons?
No.
Kelvin Banks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I love Kenneth Grant.
Yeah,
Well, Carl's getting together a poll so people.
Like,
be able to
I
vote.
hate
I
putting
want
other on
someone
these, though.
that
Well, the fourth person is maybe Mimble. I think I've seen 3 Mimbles.
there's a lot of people who think Membo can't play left tackle, and I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I think he could, but Membo hasn't played a lot of football. You know, he came from Cameroon, you know, and he's still kind of learning the game. It's not like he was playing, you know, high school football, junior high, Pop Warner, all that stuff.
Do we want
you know?
to group them?
No, I want to have 5.
No,
Can we
TJ, we can only have 4 options according to YouTube. I'm sorry.
Oh, you only okay 4. So what 4 do you have?
We can group them, I guess. So do you want to have Calvin Banks and Bamboo grouped together?
No, I think that'd be shortchanging it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
What 4 do we have?
Kenneth Grant, James Pierce, Calvin Banks, Armband, Bamboo.
Okay.
we're going with chat, whatever they say.
I was right to say whatever. I mean,
What's up, Eric Harper?
Are those 4 chat the ones that you guys would want to be able to vote on? Yeah, good point. They said no edge. Well, Pierce.
James Pierce is the edge.
Yeah.
Taking one of these guys at 10 seems like reaching. I mean, can we scroll up? Can we
What
have
about
the host?
Michael?
Can we have the host
Michael
scroll
Williams? Is he an option?
up? No, to the top. Okay, so there's McMillan. Like, McMillan and Starks do not belong here. Jihad Campbell, I also think, does not belong here. So, like, Membu deserves to be in the poll. I think Will Johnson does. A lot of people were saying Mike Green. Why don't we do this? James Pierce / Mike Green. If you guys are like me and are scared of the off the fields,
Yep.
we'll have that as an option. Kenneth Grant, is there another interior defensive lineman that we want?
Donovan Ezerico is good too, man. Dude's a pure pass rusher.
But what's going on in the mock? Like, I just don't know what's available. I wish I had control of the screen. I'm sorry, Shorty.
Just take Kenneth Grant and move on.
Kenneth Grant?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, do you want me to put Arizarike here? Like in the poll. I'm just trying to get a poll.
Oh, okay.
It should be between who?
What if we just do this? What if we pander to the Michigan fans and do either Kenneth Grant or Will Johnson?
Well, here's my suggestion. Looking at what's available
for the options.
Options, Carl. Yep. If you go by the board, what do we need? Defensive tackle, defensive end.
Why,
Foster? Yeah.
Why do the needs matter at 10th overall?
If I get one more fucking bold Knicks rookie.
I'm looking at what we need and who's available. They don't matter. So that's why I'm just going to take the wide receiver or Malachi. I'm going to take McMillan or Starks because they're the best players available.
I saw McMillan, Ronald McDonald, this little clown. I saw him mocked at 28 earlier today. Like, this guy's variance is crazy. I don't think he's all that good.
That's the problem. Every board's different, dude.
Exactly. It only
but
takes
I
one
wanted
team.
to put. My suggestion was to put Membu, Green. I scroll up because there was 2 other guys on there, but Shorty's got control of it, so nobody can look at it.
So, like, it feels like Membu and Josh Simmons would be good to group together in this because they are, like, questionable. Obviously, Josh Simmons, the knee injury. Membu, a lot of people watch, viewers of the stream are saying that Membu's tape is terrible, and he's just up there because of his measurables.
Wow, really?
So I don't agree with it, but Membu would be a good in this poll again. I only have 4 options. So as things stand,
if we didn't trade for Jones and Membu was there, I'm taking him and plugging him in at right guard.
See, Membu,
you cannot draft a right guard. We just are paying this guy from L.A., Detroit. We're paying him too much money.
You didn't hear what I said. If we
right
would
guard.
trade for Jones and Membu's there at 10, that's who I'd be taking and plugging him in at right guard.
Jonah Jackson, you mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm really confused. Jonah Jackson.
Membo to me, if you draft Membo, I have him compete with Braxton Jones.
I don't know.
See, the chat's letting them
what
know.
He can do.
Okay.
He doesn't even
My
pay
suggestion,
for
Carl, is defensive tackle.
Yep.
Grant.
What about linebacker? What about Jihad Campbell? Why not him?
Can I finish what I was saying, please?
Sorry, you finally get to talk and I fucking interrupt you.
I would say Grant / that Iriku guy that Tooch was saying. Then the second option would be
scroll down, please.
Offensive tackle being Banks, Membu, or Simmons.
Actually, is it?
And then the third option, defensive end, being Pierce,
Michael Williams.
No, Michael Green. Is Michael Williams on the board?
Yeah, and Williams and Green.
Yeah,
and that's 3. I don't know who the third option would be.
That sounds right, Pete.
I'm so confused. By the way, Shorty's edging me. Like, I just need one more click to see the Boston College interior defensive lineman so I can know how to spell his name. And he goes the wrong way. No. Thank you. Pause.
You don't know how to spell it by now? Shame on you.
I mean, that has more vowels than anything. Like, holy smokes, dude.
That's why I gave up.
Izaruku?
Back in the day, they were like
Urukai?
Normal names.
Like the Saruman orcs, Urukai? Like, this is crazy. Okay, PJ, can you reiterate one last time? So, of the options in this poll of who we would select at 10th overall, Kenneth Grant or Ezerike, James Pierce or Mike Green,
or Mike Williams.
Michael Williams, yeah.
Am I thick? Am I staring him? Is he available?
Yeah, they probably got
Mike Green?
Michael Williams.
Oh, Michael Williams, yeah.
He was not. Oh, no. He wasn't drafted. Look at who was drafted. Ward, Sanders,
yeah, he's available.
Hunter, Genty, Carter, Graham, Warren, Barron.
Michael Williams has a lot of potential.
Thank you, Relentless Mikey. I've opened up 15 packs of cards. We can't even get a single poll going for the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I'm having a really hard time. Like, we need to figure this out. So,
well, basically, I guess what we're going to do is go by
I'm going to
position.
set my office on fire, not getting a Caleb Williams card before we get the first pick in. Sorry, I interrupted you again, PJ. I'm an asshole.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I just
you go.
I just think
scrolls
because of the number of players there, best thing to do is probably go by position at 10.
Yep.
All right, let me just blow it out. I have a good idea. Defensive tackle, defensive end, OL for offensive lineman. And then do you want me to do other?
No, I want to do offensive tackle, and the chat can decide who the fourth option could be, or you can say other. I guess
I'm saying other. Here, this is taking way too long. Okay, so I'm gonna vote for myself. But
what's up, Point?
After we decide who or which grouping, then we can decide the player. I guess I don't know. This is very, very estranged.
Clink, thank you for your $5 donation to BCP.
Yes.
If you missed it, I did get one Caleb Williams card out of the Topps Chromes, but I've probably opened a total of 50 of those, and I've opened like 600 fucking paninis, and I've yet to get one. And I've got every single JJ McCarthy. I've got every single Michael Penix. I've got every single Jaden Daniels, every single who's the other guy? Every other quarterback. I've got every single Roma Dunze.
Okay, guys, we're at 16 votes. If you guys could please get us to 20 votes, I will end the poll, and then we can decide which player from the winning group. Right now, defensive tackle is at 47% and is in the lead.
All right.
18 votes. Oh, yeah. 20 votes.
Hang
Okay,
on, one
it's
more is
done.
coming. You got
It's
more.
over. It's over.
You
All right.
I was just about to click it when you ended it.
The chat has decided that we would be drafting a defensive tackle.
So we're
TJ,
going with
if you want to give us the options of those defensive tackles.
I'll take
Kenneth
Grant.
Kenneth Grant. We're going for it, right?
Yep.
No, give us the option.
Kenneth Grant.
Okay, is Enrique? It's out
They
of
got him listed
defensive.
as defensive end.
Oh, that's edge. Yeah, it's out of defensive tackle. So the only option.
Walter Nolan.
We're not. No, it's got to be Grant.
That's the only.
We're giving the options, Shorty.
All right.
Where do they have Derek Harmon?
Can you filter, Shorty? Are you able to filter the results by grouping here so that we can streamline it? On the
Sure,
screen?
their position.
Yeah, position instead of all do defensive tackle
There you
DT.
go.
All right. Sorry about that.
Defensive interior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DI.
Down.
Feels terrible. Man, does Gummies and Hosts podcast.
We're here.
Yes.
There you go.
Harmon.
Kenneth Grant, Walter Nolan, and Derek Harmon.
We
Darius
cannot do
Allen.
other. We cannot do other. Do you want me to add TJ Sanders or Darius Alexander, or just keep the three?
Those
Or
three are
Tyreek
fine.
Williams? Those three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent. It has been sent. Guess who I voted for?
Well, no doubt in my mind.
Chat. Let's get to 20 votes. Let's pretend and masquerade as if this is a legitimate
Overwhelming.
poll,
We could have done this 25 minutes ago.
especially if those cards were in the box.
Yeah.
The gloves were off.
Yep.
So we're going with Kenneth Grant.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Overwhelming was an understatement.
What I did? I must have just done one round.
What did they give us?
Who did you want?
30-minute one round mock draft.
Oh, I've reached my limit. What is this bullshit?
Chat, imagine if you reached the limit on opening trading cards.
I've done three.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I've done 3 mock drafts all year. I've reached my limit.
How come there's a limit, man?
Just ask Adam Mason for his PFF subscription.
Was that Pro Football Focus draft?
Pro football.
Shorty, you're fine.
Pro football.
It's Pro Football Reference,
I want
not
to fire
Fo-
myself, Eric. Trust me.
Pro Football Network has one. You don't need it. It won't give you a limit.
That I'm on pro. Oh, I'm not. I that was the link you gave me, bro.
No shot.
Pro
Yeah, it says-
football.
Pro
Network.
Football Network.
Okay, draft simulator. Man,
There you go.
7 rounds.
Yep. Bears.
Relentless.
Seven-
Nike
seven
says
is
now
gonna be-
higher.
Put it to
Torture.
fast. Put it to fast, not normal.
And just do 3 rounds. Just do 3 rounds.
Yeah, 3 rounds.
Let's go 4.
We
Do we
don't
have
have a
a
4th
fourth
round
round?
pick.
Okay, wait a minute.
Just do 3.
Shorty, are you still opening
You
cards?
got to select the Bears, though.
No.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, now.
Let's focus up.
And there's no way Ashton Genty will be there.
That's why we didn't get a trade offer. We were on the wrong one. I was on the wrong one. Let's see.
Any other offers? Seattle's nice. Okay, 18, 16. Ooh. Who's that?
Pick 16 and 47 from the Cardinals. Pick 18 and 50. And here's the deal. No next year. This is all about this year, right? That's how we always roll.
Agreed.
Right? Okay. So right now we've got 2 picks for next year. So this is the only logical pick for this.
Wait, sir, I didn't see it. So after Arizona, what else is there?
Trade. The other ones were.
I like Seattle's.
Look at Seattle.
That had trade.
Arizona. I'm sorry. So Arizona. I apologize.
Wait, go back.
The other 2 had next year's picks.
But I mean,
Yeah, but you're trading back how far to what? 25, 26.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, the Houston one's a bit unrealistic. But what are the others?
The other one was Seattle.
I mean, that's actually very legitimate. 18 and 50 for 10.
But we're not doing a draft for next year.
That's fine. That
look at
swings the
Arizona,
pot.
man. Look at Arizona.
Yeah, that's clearly better. So
Yeah.
So who's here first?
Most of the people in chat are saying Arizona.
Okay.
J2K, PZ, Cliff. Those 3 are saying take
We're all
Arizona.
saying I
wow,
agree.
Will Campbell at 2. I'd say start over. Just start over.
And oh wow, the quarterback hasn't
Because
even.
they need another lineman, Carl, to protect what's his name? What they just signed.
Well, Foster, the real question is, does Will Campbell give good massages?
Shorty, do you know Shorty?
Yeah, he does.
Can't reach your back.
That's my dog barking at Foster.
I'm so pissed off at these box of panini. I'm about to take the
This
rest that I
car
haven't
is-
even opened yet. I'm going to throw them in my fire pit in the backyard and just burn them.
This is so scuffed.
I'm done.
How much does one of those boxes cost?
None of your
100.
damn business, Tooch.
100.
I think you stay out of my personal affairs.
It's all right. You get it. You get what? How many in there? 20?
Did he just say state of Shorty's personal affairs? That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll take
How
it.
come I was going to say, how come I keep disappearing from the screen for like the last 15 minutes, man?
It was
This is a shock.
$97 for 288 cards. All right, so who we drafting here?
I don't know. I'm going to sleep.
We're taking
I'm
the trade,
trading
right?
back.
Trade back.
I vote trade back.
Do we want to ask the chat?
I think that over was it was.
I counted at
Arizona.
least 3 people in the chat saying trade back
Arizona,
to
yeah.
Arizona.
Arizona's a
Arizona.
good trade. Yep.
And
The
then
poll-
we're taking.
So we're not asking the chat. We're just doing it. We're not going to poll them.
Let's get the chat's poll. Tonight is about you guys. What do you guys want to do? Do we trade it for Arizona, or do you guys want to look at who's left here? We've got Cameron Ward, Will Campbell, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Ashton Genty, Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Victoria McMillan, Shador Sanders.
Sir, what's the trade package? It's trade 10th to Arizona for what?
16 and
16
47.
and 47.
Yep.
I'll take that one. Yep.
How can we pick Mason Graham if he's already picked?
Yeah, we can't.
You just talked to Roger Goodell. All right.
Oh, okay.
First to 20 wins, 20 votes. If it's split 50-50, then Shorty decides.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm just
Got 13 votes.
I'm pulling
Faster.
I
Time
see.
is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Well, Foster, you answered your own question. You keep pulling yourself. I don't know why you keep pulling yourself.
It's
16?
exactly what she said, man. Exactly what she said.
Pull it in, pull it out. Pull it in, pull it out. I've got you. I've got you.
Foster's getting pissed. He's getting interrupted.
No, I'm not. I'm okay.
19?
There's 20.
All right, trade it. Trade it. Trade it.
All right.
Arizona.
79% for Arizona, buddy.
Ooh.
No.
Can we not do the infinite pick
Ooh.
glitch?
Do we go back 4 spots? Okay. Who's?
No.
God, I have to take a leak.
Oh, God. I think it takes like an hour.
If only you could control this, Carl.
Yeah, I got to get going after this. What time is it? 10?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
9:55 Central, Tootster.
Yep.
Dang.
Alex is
So
my
Grant
name.
is still up there, right?
That way.
Grant is still out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think according to this,
Where do they got Grant ranked? Like 30?
Go ahead, Carl. I mean, sure. I mean,
I'm serious. Where is he ranked? I don't even see him, and we're at
34, maybe.
Yeah, 32.
They have him ranked too low, but
yeah, they got Booker ranked ahead of him.
yeah. Did we take the trade or no?
We did.
Okay, so we're sitting at what, 16 now?
16.
Yes.
All right.
And look at the
I mean,
top.
are we gonna?
According to this board, look at the top 3 picks. Who was it? Walker, Starks, and Golden. No, not even a defensive or offensive lineman.
Yep, I take either Pierce, Harmon, Emanwari, or Grant.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Teach. I would agree with you. But I'm going to take Grant again. It's somebody that I believe would that changes.
Yep.
The entirety of the defense.
Agree.
Even if we don't have another defensive tackle and we don't pick up an edge rusher,
his
jump into play immediately. He's going to
sky high potential with Kenneth Grant.
He's going to change that line, man.
I don't know. Where's Josh Simmons at on here?
James Weston says trade back to 39.
Yeah.
I'm going Grant. Aunt Moss says Grant.
Okay, where are we at here? So who has been taken since then?
Minister Charles says trade back one more and get Grant. Leonidas, what's up, man? Leonidas says Grant.
All right, so
can I say something?
Please do.
Thank you. Can we scroll down and see where Grant is on this Reiki chart?
Yeah, he's too low, but
I'm going to say 32 or something. Watch.
Wait, which Grant?
Kenneth Grant, I think he's at 34.
There's only one. He's at 34.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that kind of Grant. Sorry. I was thinking about the other draft because we already drafted him first.
Talking about Mason Graham.
Yeah. So
can you scroll up a little bit and see if we see Josh Simmons somewhere? Okay, he's at 20, 25. Okay.
This stuff I hear about from my friend's dentist's daughter about him, though, is discouraging because she tutored him. I don't know.
Thank you, James.
Are we going? We're going defense or offense, though?
We're just taking Grant. Everybody in the chat's got his name on there.
So
even Cliff says, "Give me Grant or Pierce."
Yep.
4 other guys said Grant.
It's got to be Grant. It's got to be Grant at 16, right?
And Alex is my name. Says, "Hey, I got to be up for work at 2:30. You guys will still be on here trading back."
I say trade back to 20 because it's only 4 more picks.
What offers do you have for the trade?
Well, we should have just found somebody at 18 or 20 and traded back to begin with then.
No, that's...
But whatever.
It's 20 and 51.
And we're giving up 72, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't take that. Wouldn't take that one.
No?
No, I wouldn't take that one.
Why not, Peach? Because you're moving back 4, and then you're also moving up 21 picks. You could possibly trade 51 and move back and still be in a position to pick up another pick next year.
I'm trying to get more picks.
John S is right. Yeah, but then that gives you a better pick. You could take 51 maybe and trade it back a little bit and pick another pickup. We need a trade intervention, John S says. I'm intend to agree with them, man.
Where's the poll, Carl?
Tony Moy says take the 20.
Carl, I think
peep the private chat.
So I'm laying in bed. I'm like 7 years old, and my brother's like 13, and we're talking, and we're supposed to be sleeping, and my dad comes up and he hears us, and he opens the door and he goes, "All right, guys, you guys got to go to bed. If I hear another peep out of you, I'm coming back, and you're not going to be happy." So he walks out, and as he's closing the door, I go, "Peep." He just started laughing and closed the door all the way and went to bed.
So what do we trade back to 20?
Yeah.
That's what people are
So
saying.
now I either take whatchamacallit,
Grant.
Kenneth Grant or Hampton, Omari and Hampton.
I'm taking Grant.
I'll go with Grant.
Yeah.
Alex, my name is.
We can't do
Newest
the
version
polls
of
right now,
Show
fellas.
Hoarders. It's BCP Trades Back edition.
We can. I can do a poll. I just have to hop over.
Bears Country Pollcast.
There you go. There you go. PZ
So here-
says PZ says Grant. Antharius says Grant.
Is Omari and Hampton gone?
James Weston says we could have.
Oh, Hampton's still there.
We could have 13 seventh rounders if we keep rolling, guys.
I take Hampton here.
Pierce is still there too.
What?
Question.
Really?
Roll the thing.
Is James Pierce still there? No.
Question.
Oh, maybe we just missed him. Did somebody just pick him?
No. I'm taking Omari and Hampton here.
PJ, you gotta speak up, man.
James Weston says trade back again.
I got a question. I got a question. He'll be like, I got a question, Foster. Shut the fuck up. Let me ask a question. Look, he pulls himself.
What?
He pulls himself.
I didn't. I haven't been. I twice I looked down at the screen and I was off the screen like 4 times. I know I did it twice, but I don't know what happened. So just shut up and ask your question.
I didn't have a question. PJ had a question. You just forced him out. There you go.
Did we take Grant at 20?
Yeah.
Is that what we did? Okay.
Well, we got Omari and Hampton sitting there at 39, right? Or
yeah, but let's look at running back. Like, who can be there? We pick in 2 more picks?
Those first 4 guys are all pretty good. But I think Omari and Hampton is probably what the Bears are looking for.
We've got 41, 39, 41, and 47 here. One of these running backs is going to be there.
Well, I think what Tooch just said, though.
Yeah, but I think he's the best one, though. That for what the Bears are looking for. He's going to be Thunder, and you'll have the Lightning with Swift.
So we got what do we have as far as are you guys interested in the edge at all?
Let me try to get a poll going here. Apparently,
Go to
Carl
all.
is done for the evening.
Go to all.
What are you thinking, Paige? Is the
I'm trying to figure out.
Princely?
No, I'm just trying to figure out with where we at. Who else can we get?
With what?
Because we're at 39 right now.
Yep.
So 2 more picks, we're going to have 41.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like, okay, is there, because there seems to be an abundance of running backs, although Hampton is more the style I think we're looking for, like Tooch said. But where are we at with the edges? If we're interested in the edge, if there's only one good one there, we might have to take them. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure out where we at with the edges. If that's what we're interested in, or if we're interested in a tackle, or what we're trying to do.
Well, because if we are, so I think what you're saying is we pick in 2 picks, right? So
Yeah.
If we traded for 48.
No, I'm not saying trade.
Well, just hear me out.
Okay.
If we did though, we would just get rid of this. We'd go down 2 more, but then we would have 47 and 48, and we might be able to get one of those running backs there. And we can still go defense or
miss out on Hampton though.
I'm a bigger fan of of Travion Henderson or Quinshon Junkins over him, though.
So my question for you specifically, Shorty, if you're a fan more of Henderson, does not Henderson and Swift play similar?
They're kind of like the same, yes.
Yeah.
No,
but I mean that's fine too. I mean, just have you rotate Swift and Henderson.
I think Henderson. I agree with what you're saying, but I think Henderson is what Swift should be. I don't think Swift's going to be. He's not in the long-term picture of this team. This is his last year, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get his replacement next year.
I mean, maybe, but his speed, like he
you can get Brashard Smith or Bashal Tootin later too if you wanted to get another replacement for Swift.
Let me see if I can get a poll going here.
You know what I did, Tooch? I ran another mock on this same simulator, and at 30. I'm at 39, and none of the running backs are there. They're all gone.
Can you
Hampton, Judkins, and Hampton, Judkins, and the other dude from Ohio State? They're all gone. But for some reason, Derek Harmon's there, Josh Simmons is there, and Izuriki's there. So it's Kenneth Grant.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that ain't gonna be right, but
yeah,
this is gonna be too inaccurate in my eyes. What we're doing.
What does the chat say to do?
End the show.
Well, okay, I'm trying to get a poll going because I forgot how he did this, and I'm wasting time doing that. So, what do you guys think? Do we take this trade and then move back? We drafted 50. Sorry, we drafted two spots later, and then we get back-to-back picks, 47, 48.
Sure, do it.
No, I take Hampton, and then I take Fanny, and then I trade 47.
That's probably what I would do too.
Can you look up defensive ends? Edges. Okay, thank you.
Come on, Cliff. Multiple trades is ridiculous. I would still like to see
Okay.
polls end up with 10 guys coming out of the draft. Just saying.
I agree with Tooch. I'll take Hampton. That's my vote. As long as Cliff said that
I'm
as
going to
well.
say the same thing too now.
PZ said it as well.
I'm with you, Peach.
Chat. Landon Jackson, Hampton.
The minister blesses the Hampton pick.
The Hampton pick. See, if I'm sitting here watching the draft and we take Hampton right here with what we have going on,
yep.
I'm not going to be a fan of that myself.
Tell me why.
Because I just when I watch Judkins and Travion Henderson, I see more explosive. I see a lot more power and explosive speed from Judkins, and I see like lightning speed from Henderson. Like he is just he seems like the perfect weapon for Ben Johnson.
Let me ask you a question about Henderson.
I think Hampton reminds me of more like what's his name from the Titans that we interviewed for head coach
Eddie George.
He reminds me of more like an Eddie George, and I think I would like.
You'll like Hampton down on the goal line when you need 1 yard or 2 yards.
Yeah, that's true.
But Quinshon is good too, man. I like Quinshon quite a bit.
Right. I'm leaning out on Henderson just because of what's his injury history like, and he doesn't have, what is he, 5'8"? Henderson, he's exactly Peyton's height and weight. He's like 5'9", 209 pounds. Then give me Irv Mulligan in the 7th round instead of Henderson. I'm just saying. Why did Carl leave? He just ditched us?
Check your
leave pretty soon. I want to watch the last Duke Arizona game.
Check your private chat, bro.
I did.
Okay.
All right, who are you taking, Shorty?
Okay, what does the chat say? I like Scattaboo too, Steve, but I want Scattaboo with Henderson for the future, not as much now. I think for me, we know Swift is on the team, but after next year, I'm hoping he's not. And I think Scattaboo and Henderson going with Shorty's modern day version of the T formation is what I like to see. That I'm talking about this season with Swift. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. It seems like everyone wants Hampton here. I think that's
Yeah, a lot of people saying Hampton. I think I've seen that name more than any other one.
okay.
PJ, you like Hampton though?
Yeah, I do.
Hampton's going to be solid. Man, be an NFL starter for quite a while.
All right.
Yeah. I think what the problem with mocks and what we're having a problem with is how the mock is ran and then how reality really is. Because I bet you in this mock you probably could have got Grant in the second round.
It's going to be so it's going to be so different on end of April.
Exactly.
You know, I bet you Harold Fannin lasts to the second, third round, maybe the third round, even though he had 1,500 yards receiving at Bowling Green. But
wow,
I like Fannin. He's gone, huh?
Now Fannon's there.
Okay,
Fannon's there. I think my issue is I know we need an edge.
Yep.
In my opinion, we need an offensive guard and an offensive tackle.
Yeah, you need a tackle.
Donovan Jackson's there, Pete.
You can. Donovan Jackson could.
Is a guard? Is that
he's
what
a guard? Yeah, he played. He could play a little. When Simmons went down, he's the guy that took his place at left tackle.
Who was the offensive tackle that they were talking about that we can possibly get in the second round?
Josh Connerly.
Connerly, where is he at?
He's I think he's still sitting there. Maybe he's out of Oregon.
Yeah.
Is he still available? Oh, someone already drafted him, huh?
Who?
Josh Connerly, offensive tackle out of Arizona or Oregon. He's gone.
Wow. Okay.
Where did he go? Maybe end of first round, beginning of second.
I don't know. It's just like I said. I ran this one. It's so different and so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yep.
I'm sitting here with these guys that are going to go between 20, 25, and they're all available at 30.
I like Harold Fannin because he's kind of like a wide receiver. It's like you're getting another wide receiver weapon. You can line him up at tight end too.
What do you think of that edge there, JT out of Ohio State?
JT Tuamalo?
Yeah.
He's all right, man. He's an effort player. He's I think you get better guys later. That's the thing.
Okay.
Jack Sawyer, Braden Swinson is good. I love Jordan Birch out of Oregon.
What about
he's got the size that Dennis Allen likes too.
J2K is saying take Tate Ratledge. I don't know what position he plays. I'm not familiar with him.
He's a guard.
Offensive guard. That's a guy too, man. Yeah.
Take him here though. We got 41, 47, 51.
Yeah.
I would take Hampton and then maybe take Ratledge at 41, and then when we get to 47, Pete, then we
took Hampton already, didn't we? Or
yeah, we're taking Hampton.
So we're on 41 then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thinking do you guys not think we need an edge?
That's right now. That's what I'm thinking. Landon Jackson.
I'm not impressed with Landon though.
He's all right.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with.
I just
he's
think we could do better at 47 with an edge.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might even have all these same guys there in a few more picks. You might be able to get them at 47. If not, you could take Prince or I forgot the other guy's name. You just had the board up.
Princely's good, man.
So
you should be able to get him at 47, don't you think?
Do we get insurance for Jonah Jackson here then?
I like Donovan, yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking him.
Yeah.
He's rated 36. We're at 41.
He can play guard or tackle. That's why you take him,
Yeah.
To have quality depth is so important. How many times we talk about it?
I think you could line him up at left tackle if you had to.
Especially since we know Pryor's not coming back. Who are our backup guards right now besides Bill Murray? Nobody can answer.
The guy who's always hurt.
Give me Donovan and give me what do you call it? Princely next.
Ryan Bates.
Same here. Same here, dude.
Do what?
Yeah, I'll go with Donovan. I will go with Donovan.
Donovan
Yep.
Jackson, offensive guard at
Yep.
whatever 41, and then Princely Omlumlum at 47. But
Yep.
and okay, so John S is going Donovan Jackson. Minister Charles says, look at your safeties. Scottish Bears says, take Purple Rain after the Rat Man. James West goes, we took Hampton. Birch is the edge guy.
Yep.
Jordan Birch is the edge. I don't think we draft an offensive guard early, is what J2's saying, and it's possible too. But
yeah,
this guy's there and he shouldn't be there.
Jackson.
Donovan Jackson.
Yep. Give me Jackson.
You think? Well, you don't think that J2K? You don't think that this is insurance for Jonah Jackson with his injuries, his injury history?
Yeah, or he could play a left tackle.
That's 6'3" in the NFL.
He played at Ohio State when Josh Simmons went down. That was Josh Simmons' replacement for, 6, 7 games, 8 games.
That's true.
But yeah, he's more of a guard. But
and Weston says take Jackson, but Princely fits a 3-4, which I get that, but I still think he could make the adjustment to the 4-3.
Yeah.
J2K thinks that Poles took care of the trenches.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't think we fixed it. We're done with the trenches.
Yeah, we just lost Matt Pryor.
Need depth.
And he would have been a good depth piece for right guard. Then if we had Pryor on the team and Bill Murray, I'm like, okay. We've got guys that have played left guard and right guard on the team now. Then I'd be a little happier.
Jackson is Joe Tooney's replacement when he retires.
Yes. What if that extension doesn't get done for some reason? What if there is no extension and it was a 1-year deal? You think Poles is going to draft a guard to learn under Tooney? I sure think so. What if they talked and he said, look, I was out. Maybe I'm going to play another year or two and that's it. But this could be my last year and I'm willing to come to the Bears and give my experience and help us get into the playoffs and win a Super Bowl this year. I'm just going out of the box.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
If you make that statement, don't make that trade.
Leonidas says this, and I'm with them too because I've been saying it since we did the trades. Poles isn't done with the trenches, and all you need is one injury in the middle of October, and we could be fucked. Just saying.
Yeah. Leo's saying we don't know if Tooney will have his declining year. I mean, it could happen.
That's another thing too. I just not come. I love bringing these guys in. I'm just not comfortable with what we have on the roster today, offensive line wise. I'm more concerned about that than picking up an edge rusher even, because I'd rather have that defensive tackle in the middle first.
Yeah.
And if things work out, maybe stuff goes really good, and we have a problem, and we need somebody. Maybe we end up trading one of them. I'm just saying it happens.
I think we're saying that Donovan Jackson there, Shorty.
All right.
I like what Scroll says. The Eagles won 1 ring. That's not our goal. I'm talking dynasty. I want my Aikman, Emmett, and Irving. I agree with it.
Yeah. John S is saying, anyone start a timer?
Right.
Are you kidding? They gave us a player already, and we're in the 4th round. Oh, that would need 2.
Okay, so
neither one.
Buffalo. Okay, let me just hide that and look. So we go from 47 to 59.
Can you pull up edges now?
They could J2K. I mean, we don't know. We're not sitting there with Poles and Johnson. We don't know it because J2K says I'm with the trenches, but I think Poles and Ben go playmakers again. It could be. But
I seen James Weston bring up Jordan Birch a couple of times. What do you think about Jordan Birch?
Love him. 8.5 sacks last year. He's got the size. He's got the athleticism. Fast. But But I mean, you get him at 72.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if we going with possibly him at 72, what position do you think we need to go out after here? Is it tight end Bannon? Is he still there?
Yeah, take
Oh,
Fannin.
he's there. He's already taken at 42.
Yeah, I could take him. Someone took him, huh?
Yeah, he's already took him.
The Jets. Who did we take? We took Donovan Jackson.
Yes.
I like that pick, though.
Look at the Colts took Princely at 45.
Did they?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What
are we
position do you think we need? Given the fact that we already take a defensive tackle, a running
Tight
back,
end, safety.
dang, golly.
I want Malachi Moore, but that's really high.
I was answering your question, Pete.
You get him at
You know what?
148.
Safety is a position of need.
Yeah.
Good point, Foster. So
Wait, what?
do we got
Did
at safety?
I just say that?
Oh, did you? I'm sorry if I didn't hear you. My apologies.
Gave all the credit to Foster, huh?
Who's there? Who's
Wait, what? But it was like a 2-minute delay.
You guys liking any of those safeties?
I mean, I'm a Malachi fan, but that's too high right now. We've got 47 and 51, so
We got 51?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
So what's this? We could go back to 56. Get 100, get 109, but is that 109? That's not in the third round, is it?
That's like the fourth round, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so never mind.
Why, that's not a bad one, but I don't know if we're going to be trading.
So we need a defensive end. We need a safety. And we got picks 47 and 51.
Then that's it.
Who are the offensive tackles right now?
We've got 2 picks left, guys.
Who's the offensive tackles?
Cameron Williams, 6'5", 317. Seems a little light.
Yeah.
I know nothing about any of these guys, so I defer to.
You're scrolling down too far, sir.
Sorry.
Out of there.
Wide receiver here. Oh, let's see if my guy's still here. Ooh. Oh.
I know, Jordy, I know who you're taking here. Darnell Washington.
Yes.
Who's at the
That's
three?
tempting, yeah.
Who are the 3 techniques right now?
Yeah. You would go 3 technique?
I think we could use another 3 tech. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I agree, Tooch.
TJ Sanders.
Yeah, he's good. I like Darius Alexander too, but
Show all, Shorty. Show all. Okay.
yeah, Benjamin Morrison's a good cornerback.
Yeah.
Is this too high for Jonah?
I like Jonah.
Ooh, that's a tackle.
He can play all over the line, really.
Yeah.
That's only Kreutz's guy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We were talking about it on the score last week.
And we got what? 47 and 51.
Happy anniversary, Plank.
What about the offense?
Plankster, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Plank.
I just grab a safety or who are the safeties?
Yes,
Need a
Scott,
safety.
we do have Grant. We have Grant.
See, I'm almost okay. Here's my thinking. I'm thinking right here. We take
Jaden Higgins.
we take a tackle here.
Where's Jaden Higgins ranked?
At tackle?
He's a wide receiver.
How long did we
63.
Olamides for, the wide receiver that we got from Washington? Because I'm really high on him. But how long do we got him for?
I think just 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Because and I'm reading this, I'm going through the chat and I'm going because that would have been my third pick when I said what do we need? Site safety, tight end, wide receiver. Even though because I just don't see Scott's going to be what our fifth wide receiver. We could use another one. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
We just picked up 2 in free agency, didn't we? Zacchaeus and then the kick return.
That's true. That's true, Pete. I just don't. I don't know if I don't know.
See, I'm with 51. If Henderson's still there, I'm taking him. I'm going to override all you guys because I have controls.
So much for Chad. This is your mock.
I don't know. I
don't hate it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad at the concept. A backfield next year of Henderson and
Hampton.
Hampton wouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't hate it.
How many running backs in the last 2 seasons? How many different running backs have we used? I'm just saying. A lot.
Yeah.
They always get hurt.
That's why
every team has a hurt running back in the season, at least one, if not 2 or 3.
That's why I'm looking at trenches here.
Yeah,
I'm looking at defensive.
I'm looking at offensive line and then running back.
I'll take Savanea. He could be all pro at guard.
Remember, we drafted a guard already.
It doesn't matter because he can play more than that.
They can both play tackle too.
Yeah, this guy could play tackle.
And you know how Poles likes versatility, right?
But we're not addressing the defensive edge.
We are. We've got our guy already that should be there at 72.
We don't have 72. We traded it to get 51.
Do we not have 72 anymore? Look under my pick.
Right, we don't. We don't.
We have 2 picks left. That's it.
Okay. I take Mason Taylor here then, the tight end. Or I take Jordan Birch, the defensive end. Surprise.
Could you like to I like to read the thing on Jordan Birch.
What is he?
Defensive. He's an edge player.
Yeah.
Right there.
Jordan Birch is a dynamic.
A couple people asked if you could hit my picks real quick.
Refined as rush skills.
Yeah, Greg Gabriel loves Birch.
He got some nice size.
Yeah. He had 8.5 sacks last year.
My picks. Here we go.
I don't mind this draft so far. That's a nice looking draft. Those first three picks.
Kenneth
Those
Graham,
first
Marion
two
Hampton, and
guys
Donovan
could be-
Jackson, guys.
Actually, all 3 of those guys could be all pros.
I'm liking Jordan Birch too. I think it's a little high. I think we can get him with the next pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're probably right.
So that would mean, in my mind, we take Trey Henderson now and then take him next.
Travion?
Yeah.
Go double thunder. You go Thunder and Lightning here?
Screw it. I'm taking JT now, and I'm taking.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know.
What do you guys say? Running back here? You guys want to go big time? Offense?
Well, I mean, like, look at the tight ends, man. After Mason Taylor and like Elijah Arroyo and Gunnar Helm, there ain't much after that. It's all projection. I mean, Ferguson is okay. Rhonda Gadsden is interesting. After that, it's kind of there's not much.
Cliff is saying no running back. I mean, I can understand.
Well, you could get Bashal Tootin and Bashard Smith later, and both those guys are home run hitters.
I'm going to take a running back just to piss you off, Cliff.
I love Travion, man. Travion's a beast. we took Omarion though, you know.
What? Damn it, Carl! If you could have just taught me how to make a poll. Wait, what is this? Oh,
Carl.
Oh, I figured it out.
I was
You know,
made a poll before, man. When
in retrospect,
Duke is up 11.
in retrospect, I know we can, but a backfield of Henderson and Judkins again would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting a poll ready.
I just don't see. I wouldn't see us doing that though, because I'm looking through my list of running backs, and man,
If you had an opportunity to get those two guys together by using maybe a second and a fourth, I would jump all over that, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start off with offense or defense.
Okay.
Let's get the 20.
all right.
Shorty, I'm with what J2K said earlier. Best player available here. I mean, and I'm just trying to figure out who's the best at this position. That's a tough. I mean, this is what. I mean, man, the realistic as opposed to actually doing the mock. I mean, and because I know we need an edge. That's tough. That's a tough question, Shorty. I'm gonna, man.
Shorty, you're gonna love what James Weston says. Keep formation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Team formation.
Team formation.
We're gonna have. Because you can run it.
Greg Gabriel shit on their T formation suggestion though. What was it?
He did, but we used to run it with three backs. So we're
This
gonna
is
have
1940s or something. What did he say?
We're gonna have Swift, Hampton, and whoever in the backfield, like three running backs.
That's good. Yep.
I love that you guys are starting to catch on.
Yep.
It's great.
You know what we need next though? We need Josh McCown to come in as quarterbacks coach.
Oh, that would be nice.
I wonder what the plan is.
3 votes to go, guys.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead, Peach.
I wonder what the plan is if our offensive coordinator blows up and go get another gig. Is it to promote Eric or is it to bring in like a Josh McCown to be our offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, good question.
Steve Rogers says Carson from the linebacker from UCLA needs to be in the conversation.
Okay.
I
don't hate it.
I don't either. That's why I put it up on the screen, man.
Yeah, can you pull up the
56% set offense.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
Now, what's the next?
Is Carson gone already, though? I think somebody picked him, didn't they? Carson Schweschinger.
Don't know because I can't. Shorty's got control, man. That's why this is dragging.
Schweschinger.
I'm in the wrong.
You know what? That guy you guys talking about, that Jonah
Savanea, yeah.
Savanea, he's ranked 49 and we're picking at 47. So that's pretty much on par.
Yeah.
J2K said Shorty would drive Josh McCown to work.
All the way from Georgia, you come up.
Coming from Georgia to take the PJ.
Okay, poll is out. What position?
I'm taking what is Jordan? What position does he play? Does he play guard or tackle? Yeah, tackle.
He plays all guard and tackle.
Okay.
Or he did. He could play a lot of positions.
Offense.
Versatility.
Looking at tackles. Just Jonah?
Jonah Savigliano, I can't say it.
Savanaya.
Hey.
Aldo.
What's up, Aldo? Good to see you, brother. 5. He gifted 5 Bears Country podcasts.
Aldo and I are going to be around tomorrow night. Aldo and I.
I got to tell you, Podfather, that's a wonderful gift. Thank you very much for gifting subscription for chat members.
Squeegee.
I want one of those.
Kudos to you, the Podfather.
Yeah.
You said you guys doing your show tomorrow night, Chooch?
Yeah.
Friday night special.
Friday night special.
All right.
Our new members are Longhorn Jeff, Jay Grizz, James Hunter, Bears Junkie 55 Hall of Fame, and Squeegee.
Wow, nice.
Wait a minute.
Congratulations. Thank
was
you
not
all.
Member already? I thought he was already. I thought Jay Grizz was already a member.
Who's Shorty picking?
We don't know.
I got to get going pretty soon. Watch the end of this game.
But well, so we, what? Oh, okay. So
Arizona.
Is the poll done, Shorty?
Oh, this is great.
I'm going. Here's where I'm going. Okay, so the poll is at currently 45% is at offensive tackle.
Okay.
That's 45 tackle, 30 guard, 25 tight end, 0 running back.
Let's go with Olin Kreutz and take Jonah.
So I'll end the poll, and we will go with what was it again?
Jonah Salvianna.
Savanaya.
We're going with him, right?
Right.
Yeah, why not?
We're Olin. That's our Olin Kreutz recommended pick for this pick. It's his guy. We'll go with it.
Reject. Okay.
Why are you rejecting?
How many?
Because they have picks for next year in them.
Gotcha.
So we don't know. Okay, so we
This is
got
our
to
last pick.
This is our last pick.
Yeah.
Grab an edge player.
So now, next poll I will create will be what position?
A couple people want to see our picks again, Shorty. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why? Aldo says, "Why is PJ's face covered up? It should be Foster's."
Yeah, you're right. It should be.
It should be. It usually is.
It should be mine actually. Why is my fucking? Oh, I'm on the wrong. I'm looking at my mouse on the screen.
Don't worry about it, because everybody's got a piece of electrical tape over your box on their screen anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, what position?
Thanks, Aldo. We'll fix it. We'll get rid of Shorty now. There we go. Good job.
All right, 51. What do we got? Then I got to get going.
Okay. Do we go with edge or do we go with running back or?
Oh, we're starting to pull. What do you want? Poll is out. Offense or defense?
Defense.
You guys are going against my. You guys already got your running back. That's why.
Yeah.
He's not my.
Is Trey still there?
Hmm?
Is Travion Henderson still there?
I'm sure he is.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's.
I don't see how we can't pick anything but defensive end. I mean, a pass rusher.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying. I don't. We're going to go all the way here and not pick one of the biggest needs on the defense, and we fixed everything that pretty. I mean,
didn't we just sign Dio and aren't we expecting Booker to take a step up?
Can you guarantee me any of this?
Can Tooch answer me this question?
Yeah.
Brandon Swinson. What is the deal with him? Is he any good at all?
He's all right, yeah. I just think Jordan Birch fits the system a little better. Swenson's good though, man.
Okay.
Him and his other guy is good too. The Savion Jones.
Yeah, that seems like an outside linebacker.
They didn't produce like Birch though, you know.
That was my question.
Size and production.
I know nothing about him, but that looks like 3-4 outside linebacker.
Yeah.
So I mean, I tell you what, I love the name Landon Jackson. Sounds like a superstar to me.
It's got a movie star Hollywood name.
Measurables, yeah.
Starring Landon Jackson.
Yeah.
He seemed kind of stiff.
Is Bert?
He's a little stiff for me. He's got the length though.
Pause.
Yeah, he got his length.
Yeah.
He is. But yeah, when I was watching at the combine, it seemed like he was kind of stiff. So okay. I say I vote for Jordan Birch.
All right.
Listening
Well,
to the guys in the chat as well as Tooch.
the poll is overwhelmingly picking
An edge, right?
defense. So now, what position?
Edge or safety?
Yeah, edge or safety.
Edge safety or linebacker.
Yeah, there you go, Pete.
God damn it.
Yes, my son.
No, that's me. That's when I was born on Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Well, I let that happen, dude.
What do we have at safety?
I didn't want you getting any extra presents on your birthday.
What is it? Just D. Should I just call it D? What is it? Edge.
Edge, linebacker,
Tackle.
safety.
Oh, edge, linebacker, safety.
Oh. Did all you guys in chat get my message to make it edge?
What's up, kids?
100% edge to PJ. I mean, Dan, Jordy.
100%.
Can you show me the safeties that we have?
Holy shit! It is overwhelmingly. Malachi Moore still there. That's the only one.
Makuba visited the Bears today, I think, right?
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's way too small. No. 5'11", $186. No.
Yeah, $186.
What's up, Keds?
He's fast as hell though. He ran like a 4.39 40.
All right, so this poll is 86%. So we're going edge, right?
Okay.
Is it going to be
So it's Landon Jackson then, guys, or Jordan Birch?
Jordan Birch.
Birch for me.
Birch.
Start another poll.
He's a freak, man. Athlete.
Tooch convinced me.
We all say
People in the
Birch.
chat convinced me.
Jordy goes, let's start another poll.
Greg Gabriel loves Birch.
James Weston says, reach for Birch and we are done.
Yeah.
As in we're done with the draft. Not as like we're cooked, right?
Yeah.
J2K says Birch is Dale all over again.
Well, this worked out good because it took us about the amount of time as the first round is going to take on TV.
Yeah, I'm going. I know who I'm picking.
You got to. Oh, okay.
All right.
Aldo.
Network. Yeah, Aldo.
Does it again.
What?
Wonder if I got one of those memberships.
You mean
No, I read them off, dude.
God, I hope now you would hear everything we have to say about you in our pregame.
A lot of people are.
Man, Duke
and Farias became a member now.
Duke minus 90.
Members.
Minus 9.5. They're up 14.
Aldo Gandia, Samo, Bob Sweet, and Farias are the new members that Aldo just got.
Congratulations, guys.
Thanks again, Aldo.
Yeah. To Aldo.
Thank you, Aldo. That's awesome of you. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
The gift that keeps on pissing in your bushes.
And he even gifted himself a membership. It says right on the screen.
Nice.
Good.
So we're going Landon Jackson, right?
Oh.
Sorry, Aldo, you did get a membership. You gave one to yourself. I know you weren't trying to do that because we know you didn't want to see all that. But
70% says Landon Jackson.
Okay.
Man, I'm disappointed in that.
It's all right.
Go with it. You got to go with the chat.
I agree.
Chat. Yep.
Chat
I
draft.
agree.
All right, fellas. I'll see you guys.
Okay, brother. Thanks, Stooch.
All right.
Have a good day, Tuccini. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I'll talk to you later.
Always
All
good
right.
to see you.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Peace.
What
We'll
time?
See you tomorrow.
Probably
what
8:45, I think. 9.
8:45? Okay.
I gotta get a nap in for that one.
Hey, can we make it like 7:30? I have something to do then.
I don't know. I'll see what Aldo says. I got to get the girls to bed tomorrow, though. All right, fellas.
Have a good night, buddy.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Bye.
So now I want you to send a link to Aldo, and I want him to come and critique this draft and tell us what we did good and what we did bad.
I asked Aldo if he wanted to come on the show. He didn't want to tonight.
Yeah, son of a. Sorry.
I don't want to just be like, okay, I just sent you a link. Get your ass on here.
Hey, bring J2K.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to stutter trying to like wait for someone to interrupt you. Tooch is gone.
No, I'm saying bring on J2K, and I want to hear his draft analysis about this draft.
Oh, bring on J2K.
Yeah.
If he
Does he want to come on?
if he wants.
Should we put a poll up? J2K, you want to come on the show? Yes or no?
That's the chance
like
they want him to.
Only
I'm
one
sure
vote
they'll want
matters
him
on
on,
that.
and they'll want me and Shorty gone. That's what I'd vote for.
Only one vote matters on that, whether or not he wants.
Let us know if you want to join us, J2K. Send you a link if you want to critique these picks. Kenneth Grant, like it. Omarion Hampton, nah, I'm not a fan of that.
PJ.
Donovan Jackson, I like the pick. Jonah, I like the pick. Landon Jackson, I like the pick. Omarion Hampton, I get it. I get why you guys like him, but to me, he's the 5th best running back in this draft.
In retrospect, what I would have done is with that was the 39th pick we got Omarion, I would have drafted an edge there and then went with probably a running back at 51 and 47. I would have drafted Henderson and Judkins.
Mm-hmm.
I get you, PJ. I just don't. I don't. I'm going back when we were picking at 39. From what I remember, looking at the board, we would have been reaching.
Can we go back to full results? Let's go back to full results.
There you go.
And let's go to pick 39 and second round. Yeah. Okay. So 39, we took Hampton. So after 39, the people coming off the board. Princely went at 45.
Right.
JT went at 49. Brandon Swinson went at 54. So we basically just missed out on
We might have overdrafted Donovan. We might have been able to get Donovan at 47 and get Princely at 41.
Yeah.
That's possible. No, wait. Oh, yeah.
But overall, I think it's a pretty decent draft. I mean, we addressed the trenches that we need to address. We got an edge, although I'm not a fan of Landon Jackson. I don't think he has enough wiggle for me.
Cliff is saying that we will be drafting a 10. And I was thinking that during the draft while we were doing this too. But I'm also wondering
how high.
Right, like they might just be able to get one in
the 5th round,
UDFA or something. Who was the guy, the kid that we let go last year, the UDFA? That would have been great for Ben Johnson. Forget his name.
Yeah, he was so great.
He had a good name.
Jets, right?
I don't see us doubling up on a running backs because as I went back and looked through this running back class, I'm going, man. I'll read you guys that we could have got much later in the draft, just for the heck of it. Scattaboo, Basil Tootin, Ollie Gordon, Raheem Sanders, Corey Kiner, Devin Neal. There's a couple more. Trevor Etienne. I'm just saying, these are guys that are going to go later that we could have got. Irv Mulligan might even be a UDFA, and that's the guy I keep talking about out of Mrs. Jackson State. It's deep. If you go through the names and then even just read a little bit on each back, they're not well rounded. But if you pick up a couple of them in this, like you can pick up one in the 7th and then get a couple UDFAs in here, you might find a whole other combination of back for Johnson to work with. It's something easier that he can work with. As far as the real needs, you want to get these guys earlier. And I know we need a running back. I know it. And people are saying this. James Weston just says it. I was going to say. And people are saying this because Wheeler's healthy. And James Weston just said Ian Wheeler is going to ball. So I'm just – my only thing on the whole thing is the running backs. Unless Genty's there and Johnson wants him, then that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think if Hampton's at 39 by chance he wouldn't want him?
I don't know. I'm just saying that if he says no, you know what? I want my 8 interior offensive linemen or my offensive linemen. I'm taking another lineman and I'm picking up these 2 backs later or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
go ahead.
if he says, man, at 10, I want to trade back a little bit and probably get Simmons, and then at 39, now I want my running back now. I mean, if that's what Johnson wants, I mean, is that something you'd be okay with?
I'd be okay with. I'm going with. I'm literally. I'm a PGT man. Pole's got this. And if Johnson wants something for his offense, I'm all in for it, even if I don't like it from the get-go. I'm putting the faith in Johnson to turn this offense around, because what's been our biggest problem for the last 20 years?
or more. We've never really been known for.
I just said that because we actually scored a bunch of points 20 years ago, but not even every week.
Exactly. I know.
Cliff says if Hampton's there at 39, I'm taking him, but he won't be. And then Romy says they will take Hampton at pick 10.
We have.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him at. I guess I'm in the camp where I wouldn't take any running back at 10.
Right.
I just wouldn't. I just think we need to address the trenches still.
And this has been brought up a lot lately too. Who said it? Somebody's got it on here. That we could, by 39, if there's a run on running backs, we could miss them all if we don't get one earlier. It's been discussed a lot, and not even here. PFF, Saturday morning inspection. I got about 6 shows that when I could catch 10 or 15-minute clips, I always check them out. And one of them's there's like 5 shows that I keep meaning to tell you guys about to take a look at, and I keep forgetting. I got to get the list together.
I would disagree with Chad Speaker, what he's saying here with March being our best OC we had. Too many 7-step drops, not being able to give audibles, not being able to find a way to utilize Greg, what's the tight end? Greg Olson. So yeah, I would disagree with that respectfully there, Chad.
I love
maybe Ron Turner. Maybe. Because even when Adam Gase was here, he underperformed as an offense coordinator.
What do you think?
You're talking about our best offensive coordinator? Yes. Yeah. Ron Turner by twice. Just once, twice.
That was my answer too, Billy. Ron Turner.
Without a doubt. Undeniably our best offensive coordinator ever.
Steve Rogers brings this up because what do you guys think of Cam Scadaboo?
Steve Rogers, Captain America?
Yes. When Captain America throws his mighty shield.
And for those who oppose his mighty shield.
He says Cam Scadaboo is a mix between John Riggins, Lynch from Seattle, and Mike Allstott from Tampa Bay, Frisco.
And he may not get a second contract because his body probably be worn out by the end of the first one.
It could be, but you could run him into the ground for 3 years. 4.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at Steve Rogers saying Cam Scadaboo is a mix between Riggins, Lynch, and Mike Allstott. Like, I absolutely love Cam Scadaboo. Like, if in my draft, I would be looking to get him and Travion Henderson for the future. But in the meantime, we could still run a T formation this year with Swift.
Well, seeing as though we're going to go down that rabbit hole. All right, guys, you guys ready for my rabbit hole now?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be trading for just.
Well,
if you can bring up the T formation, I can bring up.
The only trade that's going on with Justin is this card for your friendship. Unless you buy me I'll let you buy me a meal. How about that? That's the trade.
J2K says he wants Adam Sandler to call out the Bears pick of Scatterboo.
Scatterboo. Oh man,
well, you're welcome, Chad. I just, I had high hopes for Mike Martz when he came, but then when I actually seen it in action, it was very disappointing because I'm like, man, bro. I mean, not to mention the fact that he brought in Orlando Pace, who was way past his prime, and Jay Cutler took so many sacks. And granted, part of that was on Jay because he waited to see the guy open before he threw the ball. So, yeah,
that's
tough.
Really good. James Weston says, "Have you researched Genty's history? That dude is going to win the Walter Payton Player of the Year in his first year. Offered $12 million NIL to leave Boise State. He didn't. They stacked the box all year." I mean, that's a good point. He did play against some lesser talent, but they're stacking the box on him. And what I noticed about him, because I thought for a second that he didn't have. I watched some film and I was like, hey, his speed is not going to translate to the NFL. And I started to watch him more and I realized the dude has a 6th year. He just doesn't use it. When he needs it, he uses it, and he's like, but he doesn't really even need it in college. In the NFL, he will, but he has it.
I guess this is where my philosophy differs from a lot of these people in the chat, because Cliff brings up a good point. 29 touchdowns, 2,600 yards for Genty is special. But if you guys remember, and this is where my consistency is my consistency. Even last year, I was against getting a quarterback first overall. I'm not trying to draft quarterback, running backs, right? Well, at that moment, right then, because I'm like, let's build up the trenches, and that's where I'm standing. As I'm believing, because I don't think the trenches are there yet. That's my personal opinion. I just don't think the trenches are there. I think we still need help. So therefore, that's why I'm not trying to get a running back. I'm not doubting that Genty is special. I'm not saying he's not, but I think we can get similar production while still fixing our trenches. That's my opinion. That's where I stand on that.
I'm with that, Pete, because you know how we talk about the trenches for the last 3 years straight, dude.
Yeah. I
know it was always the interior offensive line we were talking about, but we always talked about the trenches because we always had a problem with it. You see it every week, both sides of the ball at some point in time. So Steve Rogers says this: Mountain West and 8 fumbles? I'm not high on Genty.
Now, did you see what John S.
Yeah, he says, Mr. Shorty gotcha, because he was saying don't get too caught up in the mock drafts. And I said to him in chat, I was like, oh, no, we don't. Like, this is actually a good way for my dumbass to start learning about the players, because I am such a Bears fan that all I care about is the Bears. I don't watch college sports. I don't watch. If the Cubs are doing well, I'll watch them. If the Blackhawks are doing well, I'll watch them if I can get the games. But I go out of my way and I pay to watch the Bears. Like all I think about is the Bears. There's no other teams for me. So when it comes down to the draft, I can't invest myself into scouting 150 different players and falling in love with 100 of them, because I know that our chances of getting that player are just going to disappoint me. So I like to wait until free agency is over. And then as we start to gear up here, we're like 3 weeks away, a month away from the draft.
Yeah.
Now is the time where this has always been my window, and it always will be. It begins now. And doing some of these helps me to learn some of these players, helps me to learn like where they might fall and what we can. It helps me to strategize, what I'm going to do for the Bears for myself. Yeah. And that's all. And then after that, it'll be over again until this time next year.
Now, Antmis is giving a lot of my sentiments. I can't read everything he says here, but every year we need trench help. Every year we ignore it. Then we play like crap, and then those that asked for the toy, cry we
Why
suck.
we suck.
And
What are the Eagles doing? They've been drafting an offensive and defensive lineman every year.
and that's one of the things I took offense with what Ryan Pace said. When he said he'd like to draft a quarterback every year, I was like, that's nonsense in my mind. But my thought was, why don't we draft an offensive lineman every year? That should have been the statement. I want to draft an offensive lineman every year.
I don't understand why that's not like every team you would think, because I would love to know how many offensive linemen are injured and go down what's the highest position where the players go down and are injured? I would believe it's got to be the trenches right off the bat to start with. And then I'm going to go with offensive line first.
You got all that clashing going on. I mean,
right.
As a matter of fact, I mean, I want to share a personal story here. I was talking to one of the players at the school, and he's playing linebacker. And I said, "Hey, man, you ever think about coming to the defensive line?" He said, "Well, as a matter of fact, I played some defensive line last year. That's the hardest position, man. I was tired. I need to come back to linebacker. So being in those trenches, that takes a lot out of you. So you need players to come in, come out, come in, come out, have a good rotation, because not to mention, we had one player last year doing a celebration after a tackle for loss. I kid you not. This is not funny, but it's fun. Did the same thing. Was it Justin Houston we had? Did the celebration and tore his ACL? This guy did a celebration, jumped up, cheered, tore his ACLs, his MCL, and his meniscus. I was like, bro, what were you doing? It's not funny, but it was funny.
Mike,
Awful though, man.
All of my coaches just said there's no celebrating until we win. There's no celebrating until we win. Because I don't care. Foster, I don't care if you score 3 touchdowns. If we lose the game and you celebrate after every one, are you happy? And I'm like, I didn't, because I'm like, I never celebrate till we win. I never did it because my first coach, nobody could celebrate. And back then it was different. You couldn't celebrate, but we didn't. That was just, that's why I loved Walter Payton, because it was drop the ball or he'd hand it to an offensive lineman. He never celebrated shit. He might have spiked the ball. He might have spiked the ball 5 times in his whole career. Go back and look. He never did it. He'd pass the end zone and just drop the ball over his back or hand it to one of the guys on the line.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that about him, because he never celebrated nothing till they won the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now I did tell my grandson, I said, because he has never scored a touchdown in his career. He plays defensive line. I said, now, if you so happen to pick up a fumble and score a touchdown, I will run down the sideline. I guarantee you, I will run down the sideline. And that'll be the one time that I'll probably get a penalty there, but I will run down the sideline.
Minister Charles Johnson.
Sorry.
Oh, I put that back up.
Sorry, I lost it.
He says, I really wish that you guys were on more often. My tolerance for the foolishness with what these other shows are becoming is all nil. I don't know. First off, thank you for the compliment. That like means
Appreciate
the world, because that's exactly what this show is meant to be. But you saying tolerance for foolishness with other shows, like, who's more foolish than we are?
No, we're not foolish. We have a good time, but we're not foolish.
Oh,
Thank
true.
you, Pete. We're joking and clowning around, but when
We
it
have
comes down to
tomfoolery.
it, even when we're joking and clowning around, and then you start talking Bears, I can laugh at and make jokes at you guys all day. But when you're saying something Bears, dude, I'm serious. Even if I say something that I'm messing with you, I still want to hear what the hell you got to say. So
And that's the thing. We don't take ourselves so serious that we think we're better than experts. It's all opinions. So I know you guys disagree with me on certain opinions that I have, and I'm not mad about that. And I disagree with some of your guys' opinions. It's just opinions, and I'm not saying mine is better, but I would trade for Fields.
Portillo's Italian beef. You got it. Fuck that beef. I'll take a cheeseburger this time.
Their cheeseburgers are wholesome.
Yeah, their beefs are starting.
Thank you for introducing me to them. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
I want to thank John S. too, because I really like all his comments.
Yeah, thank you, John S.
I mean, a bunch of these guys are great. I wanted to show you guys this because you know how Aldo is. I love Aldo so much, man. He's like, I wish Minister Charles would come on the bar room and perform an exorcism on the Tooch because he needs it. We'll get working on that. Come on, Minister. We got to get you on the show, and you can just fix Tooch a little bit.
I love Tooch, but at one point I wanted to like pause Tooch and ask him, "Have you ever been on a fucking podcast before?"
No, never.
Remember I opened the last show like, "Hey Tooch, you do this much? You've been around here?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, a little bit." Very interruptive. Got to work on that, Aldo.
Now, Minister Charles brings up a good point. He says there's a difference between fun and foolishness are two different things.
And I want sorry, Peach.
And then James Weston saying, I love the show, fellas. We appreciate that. Scrolls, man, love you, PJ, but you'll be a horrible GM. I can respect your opinion. Like I said, I'm not mad at it because I know, again, my opinion is different. I get it. Scottish Bear. A truer statement has not been made. PJ, I have never agreed with any of your options. But I still love you, bro.
Scottish Bear is the man.
I respect it. I do. I respect it.
And I wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying a minute ago, Peach, is that I'm just a fan. We are all just fans. We don't work for the team. We are not getting paid to do any of this scouting for the team. We're not getting paid to talk about this. Is all opinions. And this fan base is so massive, for one thing, and really deep down, awesome people. And when I could be in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Colorado, California, you see somebody with anything Bears on, and it's a conversation.
Yep.
And it's grown into this channel, and you guys having fun with us and understanding that, and that's what makes it so amazing, because I have my own stupid opinions. T formation, again, it's not, I don't want a full-blown T formation, but I want some T formation in there, man. I want to be the team that they go, wow, they're using the T formation a little more often than normal, and they're doing really well with it. That's what I want from the Bears, because then some other teams would be like, if some other team starts to copycat our T formation and implement that version back into the NFL with all of the nickelback sets we have, that would be the homage to the Bears again, and that would mean that we have come full circle, and we're leading the pack again for once. And again, these are just my dumb opinions, and that's what makes this show awesome. And anyone can agree or disagree with me, and I can agree or disagree with you, but it's all politely, and it's all with respect for each other, and that's what makes every one of you in chat so awesome. And hearing your compliments are humbling. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. I had a conversation. I'm sorry, Foster. Did you have something?
I was going to say thank you, everybody. I wanted to tell this real quick. It'll take 2 seconds. I'm in the bank today because I didn't pay my taxes on time, and if I don't pay them, instead of $25, it's $125 next week for being late. Illinois is just terrible. Cook County's terrible. So anyways, I'm standing there, and there's a long line. I don't know why, but there's a long line, and I see this guy, and he's with his wife, and she's got all the paperwork, and I look, and he's got a really nice Bears hat on with this like 3D detailed logo, right? And I just go, our eyes caught, and I was like, I like the hat. So the line moves up, and one guy gets out, so I move up. Now I'm next to him, and we're talking, but we can't understand each other because he's Hispanic and he doesn't speak English. But we had like a 7-minute conversation about the Bears. And it was just like, Dick Butkus. Yeah, Dick Butkus. Brian Urlacher. We just saying Bears players' names. That's the whole conversation. But it sure was fun and nice. And it ate up that 8 or 10 minutes that we were standing in line. Just because he was wearing a Bears hat. That's the only reason we caught each other's eyes, because I had this on too. So It's just amazing, man. Sorry, go ahead, Peach.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, because I am just a fan. I mean, I know I have my shortcomings. I mean, I was talking to a ex NFL player today, and him and I was talking, and I said, man, you know what? I think he would have been a great hand in the dirt defensive end.
Who?
He said, well, this ex NFL player.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he says, look, I'm 6'6", and I was a track star. I can move forward, backwards, laterally. I can do all these things. I'm better at outside linebacker. And him and I have a discussion, almost an argument, respectfully, while I'm telling him that he would have been a better defensive end than an outside linebacker. And of course, we disagreed. And I'm just like, and afterwards, I was like, you got to be the biggest idiot. You argue with this guy about how he plays, and he knows better than I'm like, but I can laugh at myself for it because I'm like, because of the relationship him and I have, we have built. It's like, man, because as a matter of fact, we went to Walmart together. I mean, we went to Walmart together while we're walking in Walmart. We having this conversation, and I'm like, Poppy doggone, I'm talking to this guy, and here he is, played there, played at the highest level, and I'm like, man. But that's how I am. That's the point I'm making. The fact is, I'm strong in my opinions, but I know at the end of the day, they're just opinions. And him and I get along great, so it's not like it's no animosity or anything like that. It wasn't, and then I mean, we even laughed about it afterwards. He was like, Pops, you're something, Pops. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know.
See, I always thought he was a hand in the dirt 4-3 defensive end.
He played some, okay. But his best position was outside linebacker. Because I was like, man, I said, I think you're pretty good at defensive end. He's like, I'm an outside linebacker. I'm like, okay.
Hey, I always wanted to be a wide receiver when I was in high school, and they put me at tight end. I was like, I'm a wide receiver.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, PJ has recently taken up some coaching, and he is working with some former NFL players, which will not be named. And so for anyone wondering what he's talking about, because I don't think he ever really said that.
No, I haven't.
So since you're going to be talking like
members content, you might have.
Members.
Might have. I can't remember.
Did I give you away when I shouldn't have?
No, I did
an Aldo show.
I did that.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about it on Aldo's show. That's right.
Well, I didn't talk about it. You brought it up. But anyway.
There's I don't know if we want to cover this, but it's 11:14 Central Time, and it's time for BCP True Confessions. Jenna says True Confessions.
Thanks,
every
Shane.
once in a while, late
Appreciate
at night. It reads Scottish Bear to me. I don't know what it is, but it sounded funny to me when I read it. IT.
O'Toole hopping in here.
What's up, O'Toole?
Oh my God, what are you guys doing up so late? Let me guess, you're talking the usual 45 minutes to sign off.
Well,
I appreciate that, Chad.
Ever since PJ came back, O'Toole, we're on till 11 or later.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's usually 3 hours.
Steve Rogers saying, great show, fellas. Always a great time. Bear down. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Steve. We
was in the shop today talking to Chad here. We was in the office today, and I'm talking to 2 ex-NFL players who played at a high level. I mean, so we're talking, schematically, and I'm learning, from them, and we coming up with plays on the chalkboard, and I'm like, to be in that conversation, I'm humbled to be in that position. I know that a lot of people don't have this opportunity, so I'm grateful for that. But it was really humbling, and I was like, man, thank God, that I'm in this position. Truly mean that.
You're just sitting there like it's settling in, right? And you're like, what? Just watch these guys on TV.
Man.
And now they're calling me pops.
Man, and talking shop.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, talking shop, identifying the mic and why is that important and how you then respond to it and how you handle a blitz or how you go about blitzing based upon the offensive formation. All these things, it's like, man, you're soaking it all in. And it's like, wow, okay, that's what's up.
Aldo is signing off. Thank you, Aldo. Thank you for your gifting the memberships. We really appreciate that.
Truly.
Podfather, have a good night, my friend. Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. Oh, did you see where to go? Shane Weston, Bears country is fucking awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
If some of these podcasters knew as much as they profess to knowing, they'd work at Hallis Hall. Thank you. I've got more than 20 years coaching experience and 20 years playing experience, and I don't know anything.
Yeah. I mean, you like I said, when you really look at it, you can get humbled. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you get humbled. And, we got spring ball starting next week. And, the question becomes, so what's the first thing you start teaching your particular position group? The first thing, because I was talking to a fellow coach today. He was like, well, because he was a running back coach, he's like, how you handle the ball. I'm like, but before you handle the ball, don't you got to get in your stance? So wouldn't that not be the first thing? Because the first thing you do in the field is go get in your position. So you got to learn where to line up at, how far from the quarterback. I mean, those are the things you got to teach young players who may not know. So those things, and then the fact that again, you're being humbled enough because me and this coach had to give a speech to one of the other teams at the college, and to hear him say to me or say to them about me how much he respects me, looks up to me, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. He said, I'm so glad I get to work with him based upon his experience. Those are the things he's saying about me. And I'm like, wow, okay. Thanks, bro. So,
dude, like I said to you, man, these are the kinds of things you just look up one day and all of a sudden you're like, wait, LSU wants me to coach for him? Wait, the NFL? I mean, I'm not like, I know that sounds like a big dream, but really, it's not when you really think about it, like considering where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm humbled and grateful, man. I truly am. And that's what I said. I mean, I give opinions and even when they're explaining things to them, I explain to them, I'm like, please understand, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm like, when I challenge you with questions, it's because that's how I'm now learning, because I want you guys to be able to explain to me why that won't work. So, when they say, well, we don't want you taking a full step coming off the line of scrimmage, we want you taking a 6-inch step. Why don't you want us taking a full step? Because when you take a full step, you now can over penetrate. And then if they're going down, if they're moving laterally, you get washed out. So it's like just those little details. It's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm learning, questioning along the way. And that's what I said. I'm like, because I want it to make sense. Because now when I'm coaching the boys, I'm able to explain it because I was like, because they're going to ask same questions and they're going to wonder themselves. And we're like, man, why are we doing this? I don't want to be that guy. Well, I don't know, because a coach said do it like this. I want to be able to explain to myself. That's why you got to come from a position of power, or knowledge, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm excited for you. We're gonna learn a lot from you.
Yeah.
In this next coming season, you're gonna be talking some Be cool when we watch the all 22 with you now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If we don't lose you to coaching.
No, I just, I think, because this weekend, the rest of our coaches come in because, like I said, we got spring ball next week, and I'm looking forward to talking. I got one guy who's a coach, who's an ex Bears player. Well, not player. He was there for training camp, and him and I have already talked over Zoom, and we talked on the phone several times, and I talked to him, and this dude is hilarious, and it's like, again, grabbing that knowledge, being an offensive lineman that he is. So I'm like, okay, I get to pull from him, bro. What are you doing as an offensive lineman? What are what are you looking for? What traits are you looking for out of the defense that can tip you off? Those things, that's what I'm telling you. I'm grasping for knowledge. I'm grasping from all these different places. I'm like, okay, I'm grabbing because, again, I have to relay this to the kids. I gotta relay, okay, this is what we're doing, and this is why we're doing it, and this is how you can defend yourself against it. Because some people teach you when you got a pulling guard coming your way. They'll teach you, oh, you can hard join him where you meet the force with him, but my guy is telling me, no, man, you take that guy, throw him down, and be able to play. So there's two different concepts.
You use his energy at you with like a kung fu expert would use their
you meet him head on, you grab him, and you throw him down, as opposed to what I was taught before is you hard join them. And it's like you hard join them, but leaving your outside shoulder free. And I'm like, so those two different concepts. So again, understanding the whys behind those concepts.
James Weston wants to know what you think about Eric Bieniemy.
I like the fact that he's hard as boss. I like the fact that he's
Shorty's supposed to be talking about that, PJ.
Big and hard.
What's going on, dude?
The fact that
hanging around him too long.
Well, it's the fact that he can be tough on his players, because you need that, and then teach them, because I think I've learned a long time ago in my other profession that it's easier to be hard and then calm down a little bit, as opposed to starting off soft and then try to be hard on them. It doesn't, people don't receive that because it's tough. So yeah, be tough on a guy, show him compassion, but be thorough in your toughness, and then be fair. But if you try to be buddy, their friend, and everything will be okay, you can tell them that, but you have to. The standard is the standard. That's what it comes down to. The standard is the standard.
What was that, Foster?
You almost fell, right? Yeah, I think you almost fell.
She just blew out his knee. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, though. It's like I said, it's going to be fun to do the all 22s with you this year. You'll be able to really give us some. It'll be cool to hear you talking defense.
Yeah, like I said, the biggest compliment when again, I'm talking to the I think because we had to give a speech to the soccer team, and tell them about the schooling, and I'm like, you guys are in college. College goes by fast, so don't waste your time. Be where your feet are. We in life have to be where our feet are. We so busy worried about the next or what happened previously, thinking about everything else except for where we are right now. Be where you are right now. Whether it's in the classroom or on the football field, practice field, wherever you are, be where you are and be in that moment to where you can maximize that moment of learning, of getting better, of whatever it is you're doing, instead of wasting your time thinking about what could have been, what should have been, all these other things. No, be where you are and enjoy that moment, because 4 years goes by like that.
This is that time that they're going to be thinking about as they become adults, that this is going to be that college experience that they're always going to remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And some of
And
them,
not because of me, just because it's that life that they come there as an 18-year-old and they leave there as a man. Come there as a teenager, you leave there as a man. So all these things you experience is at a crucial time right now. So being at that crucial time, yeah, that plays a major part. It's like, man, during this time of transition for me, I was at this college and going through these things and experiencing these things, and it's important. So you want to be able to give good, solid messages to the people you come across.
what happened to Foster? I'm trying to.
I think he lost his phone. There he is.
Everyone's asking if you're dead.
No, I went to grab my phone because I wanted to timestamp PJ's thing where, because my girl always talks about how she likes listening to us because of the comments, and so I grabbed the phone and it went flying, and then the volume up was real loud. So, so anyways, because he said at first it's soft and then it gets hard, and then so I was like, I got to find this for her because she loves when we talk like this because she wants to hear it because it kind of is good for me. I'm just saying it. So I wanted to find out what he said it so I could send it to her.
Scrolls asked if you were dead. I said he's already dead. Foster's already dead.
Good. You won't catch me going around dying. They'll have to kill me first. My whole family's like that. My dad had 18 heart attacks. My sister died twice. We're good.
Of course they did. We know that by now, Foster. Come on, everyone's got 14 heart attacks. Something to start off with.
He's like, Foster's cleaning his goatee. If you guys look, I actually Tuesday night after the show, for whatever reason, I decided this was bothering me, so I went to trim it, and I cut a major piece out of it here. I don't know if you can see it. I cut it out by accident. I'm going, now I got to shave this whole thing off because it looks bad when I'm in person. Then.
Please don't.
On a film, but
please don't. I can't handle the shaved vagina face again. The freshly shaved vagina face.
Auteur's got the perfect one, dude. Auteur says Foster's like herpes. He might disappear for a minute, but he's always around and coming back. I'm going to use that one. Sure. What's your middle name? Herpes?
That's a good one, Artur. I like that one.
Oh my goodness. 3 hours, 22 minutes. There's a clip being made of that one. 3 hours, 20.
Wait, besides, Shorty, you know, right, when we're going to get off the air, I always disappear anyways. So I could have done the thing, too. It was just my time to disappear.
Oh, did I? Real quick, before we end the show in 2 hours, can I share something with you?
Well, as soon as you said that, I pulled myself. Real quick before we end the show, and I went.
Did we show this? Did I show this already? Let's see.
Don't ever hold back, Artur. I think it's hilarious, man. It's the day I stop joking with you guys is the day that we might have a problem because that's what I do. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Tony Moy, is Foster Dracula? Well, dude, you've heard the coffin stories. Where is my new coffin, by the way, Shorty? I'm joking.
He's Dracula's father, actually.
Right.
You've heard of the son of Dracula, but
Lazy
you never heard.
Like,
you never see the
600. This guy still won't.
father of Dracula.
Was that what you were doing? You were looking for my. It's. I can't lay in the damn thing all day long. This will be a different change. I'm sure I can close it too while I'm sitting there.
We gotta get a GoFundMe started to get you that chair.
I'm ready to just take this thing and build one from looking at that. 'Cause I got a couple other nice chairs now. I've had to deal with this thing because of that stupid fire and stuff. So I finally am getting the income to replace all my stuff now. That only took a year.
Thank you, James Weston, man. We really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We're glad that we entertain you.
Wait, because John S. jumped in perfectly. And he goes, never confuse pickled with death.
Well, somebody said it earlier in the chat. They said that, they come here after, a long day of work and they get to unwind here. And I'm glad that we can offer that to you guys sincerely, because man, that's a blessing. I mean, that's true. I look at that's a blessing to be able to be in a position to add value to someone's life. I mean, us three and Carl being as well as our guests coming on and entertaining you guys for 3+ hours, get you guys a chance to unwind, take your mind off your troubles or whatever the case may be. That's a blessing, man, because we don't know what you guys are going through. I mean, some of you guys, man, probably having a really, really tough time. So I'm glad that we can come here, laugh, joke, listen to my off the wall opinions. I mean,
your off the wall opinions.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, just saying. That's when I get a chance to talk.
All right. That's right. Between being over talked and pulled from the show.
But when I finally do get a chance to talk, then I get pulled. I'm like,
that's why the show goes for 4 hours, because finally PJ gets to talk.
Right.
And then you just said, then I get pulled, and I'm going, yeah. And it's like I just want to keep saying every time PJ's talking about every 6 sentences. Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said. First, it's hard. That's what she said. Then it's soft. That's what she said. Every time I get pulled, that's what she said.
When Romy, I got him right here for you. You want to put it back on?
Yeah, I was just gonna pull that off. Something's getting pulled, Peach. Good night, everybody.
Right.
So the other day, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. My back's been killing me. Saw a doctor today for that. I'm getting an MRI. It was a bad day at work, and I went out to the store, and I realized somebody had made me laugh. Oh, I went to AutoZone, and the guy was a jokester behind the counter, and so he got me like going back and forth with him with jokes and stuff, and it was actually a pretty funny story. But then I was laughing, and I realized I hadn't laughed all day, and I realized that's what my problem was. Like, I have got to laugh every day, or else I am thrown off. And no matter how, like, leading up to the minutes before the show starts, sometimes I just do not want to do it. Today's one of them. That's why I'm going to open some cards, let these guys talk. But you guys made me laugh, and that's that. Every one of you in chat, and you guys made me laugh, and that's yes. Now my day is correct.
Laughter alleviates a lot of stress, man. I mean, that's I try not to be disrespectful to anyone. So when I joke with you, trust me, it's coming from a place of love. I want to laugh with you, not at you. So I mean, that to me is make life better, man. I'm telling you, I remember one of the first meetings I had, in this position I'm in now, when the very first meeting, we're talking about recruiting. And one of the coaches says, yeah, I'm reaching out to this school, I'm reaching out to that school, and then gotta reach back around and go to this one. I'm like, hold on, you said reach around? They all talked to me. We stopped, and we had a laugh for a good 40 minutes. I was like, you said you're gonna reach around? What you say?
Pretty soon you guys are gonna have these guys going, then you got it. Careful what you say around PJ, guys.
I'll tell you. I was like, he said he's we'll reach back around. Like, what? The head coach looked at me, right? He was like, he looked at me, I looked at him. I was like, He said
it. Speaking of laughing, I don't know, a little bit ago,
really quickly, Chad Speaker, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for your super chats. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you,
Good
bro.
night, Chad. And this is what I was leading to because he was saying good night. I think it was Scroll said when a guy says good night, he's really going to watch Pron, Pron.
Yeah.
And then so like right after that, Plank and a bunch of guys just said good night, good night, good night. and then somebody brought up the rubber gloves. And he's like, well, you better have better things than those rubber gloves if you're gonna do Pron. I don't know. I started thinking like, I don't know. Laughter. People who journal and laugh live longer, healthier, happier lives. That's a statistic that is a fact. Those two things, you'll be healthier and live longer if you journal about your issues and stuff that's going on because you're getting it out, and you laugh. Less likely to get cancer, live longer, and are healthier. It's a proven study was been done on it. Studies.
Now I don't know if this is true or not. I remember a friend of mine was in the hospital because of high blood pressure, and I'm up there and I got get them to laughing and whatnot, and their blood pressure goes down, and was able to get released from the hospital. I was like, laughter, man. I believe in laughter. I do have a good time, man. But the thing is, laugh with the person, not at the person, because when you're laughing at them, that makes the other person. I mean, because I don't want to laugh at the expense of hurting somebody else's feelings. That's not what I'm about. So, man, laugh with a person for real. Just laugh with them and have a good time for real.
So let me tell you that what happened at the real quick. I want to before I do that. O'Toole says my business burnt down, lost my car and my grandfather in the past 9 months. That I can joke with you guys should tell you what a hangout can do for someone. And before that, he said, he said my last year was a bad country song. At Mr. Shorty, hanging out with you guys has been the Beatles. That is like
the ultimate, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
That's a Lions fan.
Yeah,
man.
I can relate. Believe me, I can relate, man.
I'm there with you, man.
We all can, because there's stuff going on in people's lives, and everybody's got their little burden or their little, and I don't mean little in the sense little, but everybody's carrying a cross for something, or they've got a burden. I mean, man, if we got 10 minutes, I could sit here and just tell you stuff in the last year or the last 6 weeks, and it's like I sit here some days and I'm like, I'm fucking done. I can't do this anymore. I give up. When the hell is this shit gonna end? Because it's every fucking day. Oh, dude, you got no health insurance. Oh, your homeowner insurance, yeah, it was canceled. Oh, we don't have the payment for your house, your mortgage that you mailed in 3 weeks ago. I mean, I get it, but this kind of thing and laughing at because in the long run, I mean, we're all gonna pass. We're gonna just end up memories for other people, and that's it.
Yeah.
But while you're here, man, to do the things that we're doing and what everybody in the chat is talking about, I don't even know how I can thank you guys for saying all this, because I don't know about you guys, but that stuff makes me feel better than many things in my life. Just the words that people are saying tonight here. So
absolutely,
keep your head up towards shit sucks, man, but keep laughing and smiling, because what would was it his grandfather that passed? The person that passed, what would they want? What would they want you to do? They'd want you to do exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Keep laughing and keep smiling and keep going.
Yeah,
keep your
absolutely.
chin up, your nose to the grindstone, but don't kill yourself over things, man, because it's going to happen. Just,
Yeah.
When I first started the show, I was so stiff, and I felt like it was, I hadn't found my way. And when I found my way was with you guys. When you guys became a part of BCP. Before it was just Bears Country Podcast. You guys basically transformed it into the rebranding of it being BCP. That was just like straight out of the ether from you guys. And you guys have the two of you are what have made this show. And then the addition of Carl with his production and his insight and the youth he adds to the show. He does such a great job. And you guys are what made this show change. You guys are what made it fun. You guys have what kept me doing it. You two guys and everyone in chat has come along because of that.
Yes.
And now it's all you guys. Like, I couldn't even imagine not doing this anymore because I would miss all you guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's great to have you guys hanging out with us every Thursday night. Everyone kind of comes and goes because the show is so damn long.
Yeah.
But it's our one, night to do our outlet and get it out, get it done with.
Yeah, and I really believe. I mean, I believe that God. I mean, I believe God places in a position to help others. I really believe that, and this is part of it. I mean, yeah, we're not a religious channel at all, but God is still being able to use us to help others in the fact that alleviate some stress, have a good time, be able to laugh, all these things, man. And I think that's a blessing to be able to be in that position, man.
Dead on, Pete. Dead on. Real Bears fan Chris Foster says, this is my favorite show, and I'm on all of them. And he is.
And you know why it's your favorite show? Because let's be honest, you've been abrasive. You can be very abrasive. And I think that we cut through that with you to get the Bears fan out of you. And that's, I think, that's what makes this so awesome. We have even Leonidas too.
Wait, Dan, let me change your sentence because we don't know Chris and we don't talk to Chris. It appears you can be abrasive because we don't, even when you're saying stuff, we don't know the tone. And I just wanted to say that because we don't want to say negative stuff about any. We don't know you guys personally. I feel like I know a bunch of you personally just because of seeing here and talking to you every week. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to kind of put a line on that, Dan. Shorty. Sorry.
Fizzo says this is my third favorite show.
What's his other two favorite ones? I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but
the mere fact that he said it, that's just funny to me.
One of the other ones wouldn't happen to be Prawn, would it?
Prawn. I love live prawn.
Me too. In person prawn.
But yeah, I mean, if I can give one piece of advice, I guess, again, laugh with people, not at people.
Yeah.
Man, life is so much better. It is, man. I mean, like I said, I even laugh at myself. I do. I laugh at myself, and I'm like, man, here I am arguing with this guy about football. He's a former All-Pro, and I'm there talking to him about football, and I'm trying to give him advice about football.
One more thing before we get out of here. Amphier is saying that they changed his wife's medication and made her really sick the past few weeks. Y'all always help me every Thursday with a few laughs, especially the chat also. Rare to find a fun chat anymore. And that is, again, just goes to just wanted to acknowledge that. Like, that sucks, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I'm glad we was able to help alleviate that, man. And my prayers is that your wife gets better, stronger, and I was about to say faster, thinking of Steve Austin back in the day. Remember $6 Million Man? Make you better, stronger, faster. But no, seriously, I would love for your wife to get better, stronger, healthier.
Hopefully she has that quick adjustment, man.
They did the same thing to my wife. She's been on an inhaler her whole life, and it's worked great. And then they gave her some generic brand. They wouldn't cover the one she's been taking her whole life, and she started taking it, and it like dried out her mouth. Like, her mouth was just always dry, even though she was hydrated. And then she started, like, she couldn't swallow her food correctly. And I think that, do you guys remember me telling you when she choked?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was literally choking on sushi. Yeah. And the signs, because they can't talk. If they can respond, they're not choking.
Right.
And I had to give her the Heimlich. And so I understand when they start fucking with your medication, so she had to go through this whole process to get back on the other medication because God, it's so frustrating.
I always try and give women the Heimlich. Oh no, wait, it's the Foster lick. I'm sorry.
No, you mean the hind lick.
Like, what are you doing, Foster? I'm giving her the Heimlich.
But you're doing it wrong, dude. Put your tongue back in your mouth.
You gotta have your
My
tongue,
stone shirt.
your
My
stone shirt on, yeah. Oh, that's called a reach around.
I confuse stuff all the time, Romy. You know, I'm getting old. But I'll do both. I'll give her the lick and the reach around at the same time if I can.
All right, boy, let's wrap this up. That's a perfect ending.
Oh, Scrolls is always great timing. I just want to know, dude, have you been following me around again?
Remember that one photo of Pace where he's like peeking around the corner? That's Foster. Somebody had get the Heimlich.
You guys are hilarious, man. Hind licks. It's hind licks. What's the statute of limitations on these Heimlichs? On these Heimlichs, Foster? Hind lick.
Well, Nancy.
No need to follow. Shorty publishes the videos on his other channel.
How do you think we pay for BCP? Because it ain't the show ain't gonna make it.
Oh my god. That's good stuff.
Oh, my chest hurts.
Way to end it on a good laugh. Let's get out of here, boys.
Yes, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Scottish Bear, Auteur, Plank, John S., Mr. Shorty, Romy, Dizzle Joe, Auteur,
Mr. Mayhem.
Mr. Mayhem, thanks for popping in. J2K, Real Bears fan.
Mm-hmm. Amphiaris.
Romy.
Steve Rogers, James Weston, The Scrolls, Cliff Victoria,
Scottish
Plankster,
Bear.
Scottish Bear.
Scottish Bear.
That's Irish. Get it more Scottish. No, I don't know.
If you notice Scottish.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Bet US is gone. Auteur, of course.
Yes.
J2K. Chad Spieger.
Yes. Squeegee
John
was there,
S.
wasn't he?
No, he was just gifted. Tony
Okay.
Moy.
Minister Charles Johns.
Heads
the Canuck.
Charles Johnson, you were hilarious tonight.
Yes.
Scrolls, you were
Catfish and
hilarious.
spaghetti, sir.
all these guys are.
James
what?
Weston.
Wait a minute. I missed this one.
Less hookers, more taxes, Foster.
I was scrolling way back. That's way up there. I'm going because I'm trying to get to the top, and I'm like, I missed that one.
I missed this one too from John. That was awesome. Authenticity is number one. Thank you, John.
Appreciate it, man. We do. We sincerely appreciate each and every one of you in the chat. We really do. And it's because of you that we do this, man. Aldo, appreciate you popping in.
Thank you for your super chats, Aldo, or your memberships. Gifted, yes. Aldo, your super chat. Chad Spieger.
The ladies, as well as the ladies being Patty L, Erica Lagavin, and Armando Laura Jr. Thank you guys for popping in as well earlier.
We did say Cliff, right? Cliff Victoria.
I did.
Cliff Victoria, yes, man.
Absolutely.
Number one fan there.
I'm gonna say Cliff. If he's even not here, I'm still gonna just say his name because he's been here. Like he's like a dust bunny in the corner that you can't get out. It's always freaking there.
Yeah, we do, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you
Leonidas, Chicago Sports Podcast.
Mm-hmm. Steve Rogers.
Greg B.
Robbie Come Up was in here for a bit.
Robbie.
Yes.
Bear Truth 9.
Roberto Hernandez. Thank you.
Roberto.
J2K, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir.
J2K.
F and J2K.
Get your stuff ready for the draft.
Yes.
For our marathon.
Yes.
J2K is our resident scout.
Oh, speaking of this, guys, I don't know if you. There's Paul Spencer, and I can't remember Dan's last name. They're from Sports Box Entertainment. I was talking about them earlier. They've got the Raiders show, Cowboy show, a Philly show, Giant show, and they're doing a draft thing too. And I had mentioned to them, I'm like, maybe you guys could give us because they. Like next week is their AFC West. They do a good review of all the teams. So they know the Bears. And the one guy's a super Dallas fan. He's like, I started giving information on Sanborn, and I said, maybe you guys could come and critique the Bears draft. So we might get them popping in here too. You guys haven't met them, but you're gonna love them because they've watched our show and they promote us almost every Thursday at 6:00. And you don't even know it.
Let me give a shout out real quick to Walt. Walt, the Bear Review, man. Appreciate you popping in, man. Yeah, he has good content over there. I was fortunate enough to be a guest. We didn't get the guy in free agency that we talked about, but it was a good time being over there with Walt, man. Thank you, Walt, again. Appreciate you, brother.
What's up, Walt? I didn't know that the Bear Review was you for a while until
the third time we told him.
Yeah. Until the third time, it finally settled in. PZ.
Yes.
Take it easy.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time with Walt, man. Seriously, it was a good time. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we had fun today. I got one Caleb Williams card. I have no confidence in the last bit of this box. I might just throw it out.
No, man, you got to go through it, bro.
Just go buy the damn cards I want. It's not on there. Yeah, I'm not. All right, guys. Well, we can keep. I can scroll up for 4 hours to try to get everybody, but everyone that is here right now, thank you so much.
Yes,
we love you and appreciate you. It really. Check out for those that are members. Check out the member content that we're putting out. We did a post game of a post show Tuesday, and then we did a pre-show today, and we'll keep the pre-shows going. It's just a little more hanging out with us than Bears talk, because as we start, like right now, it's
we've been just hanging out for the last hour.
Yeah, right. So this is pretty much like the same content, but once things start rolling, it's going to be a lot more Bears talk, obviously, and then you'll get that members content when it's just us hanging out, a little more of the behind the scenes stuff.
Before we say goodnight, I want to ask you guys. I just kind of had a thought. I would love it if some of you guys could come and join us, and for the members only content, just to talk. If there's any way to do this where we can bring one guy in for 20 or 30 minutes, I'm just saying, or tour, or scroll, so maybe Cliff, a little bit of this and some laughs, just an idea. Just an idea.
For anyone that's interested in that, the email is in the description of the channel. And if you don't know it by now, I can play it for you.
Guys, make sure on your way out, make sure you hit that like button. We only got 10 likes so far. So go ahead and hit that like button.
And I hit it twice.
Oh, you got to hit it one more time to now like it again.
Well, I got to change to the other person. I don't know what happened to me.
Well, yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. We will see you again on next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We haven't really done a Bears lately in the show, have we?
Yeah.
I gotta remove this banner.
Stay safe, everyone, and it'll get better.
Oh, my bad. I needed to refresh my screen. We had 47 likes. My apology. Thanks for pointing that out, Walt.
Well, thank you.
Now I still got to come up with 3 more. I think I want to get that.
One more time, we'll get 48 because you liked it, unliked it, now you got to like it again. Oh, by the way, have you guys heard about this pyramid stuff? What they used like a sonar imaging to find like look underneath the pyramid, the Great Pyramids. Anybody heard about this?
Romy says yes.
Yeah, I have not been following anything. I did one more thing. Congratulations, White Sox, because they looked really good today, and I got to watch some of that game. But I haven't been watching anything at all, Jordy. Nothing.
You see, Shorty is not ending the show because he want to bring up something else.
I just want to show you guys this just to go check it out yourself. I'll just show you an image of it. This is absolutely fucking astounding.
Walt said he's gonna put on his tinfoil hat. Hold on.
All right, let me just get to. Oh, where's that? So there's like an image I'm trying to find. Basically, they found these 8 cylinders that they're like pillars that go so deep into the ground that they're twice as tall as the Empire State Building. Deep.
Really? I thought they already explored the pyramids. They've never explored them before or something?
They didn't. They've never had the technology to have ground penetrating radar.
Oh,
So
wow.
these there's like these. They found these 5 structures inside of the pyramid with like these.
I did hear that. Sorry, I did hear that about that.
So they found like these 5 structures in there that previously they were thinking was like the queen's chambers.
Right.
There's 5 of them, and they're almost like you can see how they look. And then there's like there's 4 pillars. They're all in a row. So there's this one, and then this one, and this one. And they go down. This distance is twice the distance of the Empire State Building.
Wow.
2 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other, deep. And I don't want to play this, so let me pull it and see if I can find the other. And then these pillars go into these. Each set of 4 goes into these like giant, like square structures, and the total distance of all of it is like 6,600 feet deep.
Jeez.
So this is the base of those. See how there's 4 and 4. This is just the bottom of it, and they go into these sets. Each one of them has like this square that they go into, and the total distance from the bottom of the pyramid to the base of this is like 66,000 or 6,600 something feet. Over a mile.
My goodness.
See, there's got to be alien life form, because there's no way we could even build this crap today.
Sir, how would you even? You'd have to start with the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. So did it take them thousands of years to do these? I just don't.
I don't believe in aliens, but I do believe in fallen angels.
Yeah.
So
I won't say aliens, but
in the Nephilim. The Nephilim being the sons of fallen angels mixing with the daughters of men. So I do believe in that.
Yeah, whatever is going on there'll be a lot more to come on this. I just wanted to point that out in case you guys didn't know. Do your own research on it. Just look it up. It's like all over the place.
Yeah.
Because did they not find like a light bulb of some sort?
Yeah.
Gigantic light bulb that was made a long time ago too.
Not the light bulb, but the drawings on the wall suggest it's a light bulb.
I gave them the concept for it, people.
Yes, Foster actually. Well, first you taught him how to use the chisels.
Well, you got to start from the beginning. I was like, it would have been a lot easier doing this stuff, guys, if we had some freaking light in here.
Good to see you, Immortal. I had the first time seeing him tonight.
What's up, Immortal? My Uranus has a lot more than 13 rings.
Yeah, that's what Kitty said.
He said, all I know is Uranus. I thought Saturn had the rings. Am I wrong?
It does, too. But so does Uranus. There's stuff that has rings that they found more than we thought ever.
Jeez.
This is recent, too.
Just like
Because
this.
So I'm sorry, Kitty. I'm sorry for going on about that, Kitty. The rings around Shorty's anus.
I've actually got 15 rings around my anus.
It's okay. So you're doing better.
I beg your pardon.
Your anus is doing better than my anus. Too, you know what, guys? I don't know anybody who wants to watch more bear stuff. 4-Star Chicago podcast just started a podcast, so they're on.
Yeah, they invited us on tonight, but it's too late now.
No, I was just saying if anybody still wants to go, Antmus and a bunch of guys are already over there.
Yeah.
So.
Walt, I am so late on that one. He says Uranus was discovered to have rings in 1977. I'm really late on that one, bro.
They finally discovered the rings on Uranus in 1977?
No, mine was 1577.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're off by a couple of decades. Well,
you know what? I must have really botched that because in 1977, I won a City Science Fair award on a report on the planets, and I didn't have the rings on it.
That's where my ring went. Oh man, I wish I didn't have to work on Fridays. It's an all-nighter, you know. I'm going for 8 hours.
And it's good hanging out with you guys, man.
Wouldn't that be
you guys
fun?
in the chat as well, man? It's been great hanging out with you guys.
Wouldn't that be fun? Like a continuously long, never-ending show. That's an idea, huh?
It's called Draft Day.
I can leave. You guys can keep going till 6 a.m. Then I can hop in with Mike North, and then we'll hang out for a while, and then keep it going, and then Foster can hop in and just talk to Chad all day, and then when he's done, Carl can hop in. We'll just leave a link to the description of the channel. Anyone can hop in. Just keep it going live all day and night.
Whoa!
Funny part is,
hey, Walt, send me a text because I don't have your number, please. If you hear this.
He tried to get rid of all of us, but we hunted him down, wrote our number, and put it on his fridge.
No, we pretended to like we was going to buy his house.
Yeah.
All right, boys. We'll see you next Thursday. Everyone in chat, we love you guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your happy Friday tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
See you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time on a 1, on a 2, on a tree.
Bears!
Giddy up, groove, stay, 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 stay. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radially. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo.